Hello, everybody. Welcome to Legends of Logomancy, the best TTRPG stream found from Canada on a now Tuesday night. Half exclusive from Alberta, but I mean, we won't hold it all against y'all. I will be your unicorn wizard for the evening. And joining me are three of our four spandex wearing codpiece armored heroes. It is what it is. And we're here to raise some money for the Trans Empowerment Project. There's going to be some links in our panels on Twitch and going through chat in the doobly-doo. If you're watching on YouTube, I will try and get it into the video description here shortly. If not, one of our mods can for you. And I'll, if you're looking, just ask in chat and I'll send it. I'll make it easy on myself. Tonight, we are going to be on a quest for the Mystic Crystal and playing some Lasers and Feelings. This is largely a super simple RPG system, and it's a whole lot of fun. There's some shenanigans involved. The players essentially only have one dice to roll, and it's a d6. But thanks to your lovely, lovely donations, they now have 9 dice in the pool. You can thank Distracted Elf's chat for that.
Chipping in before things have even started.
100%. Likewise, there's a magic item that's been donated through that I need y'all to decide what you want. Because of Martin 1842, y'all have a rare magic item that can just be used.
Nice.
Yep. So what do you guys want it to be? Knowing nothing about the adventure at this point, what's it gonna be?
Is it a magic item we all share, or like a magic item individually?
Yeah, are we
I don't
individually, or
I don't. It's one thing that the band has.
Oh, like a band resource. Okay.
Yeah. And I don't care who's holding it. Any of you can be like, I whip out the thing, and it was there.
So hear me out. Hear me out. There's
Jar
this
of mail.
There's this spell called Dancing the Macabre where you summon 4 or 5 ghouls. Those are our roadies. They're the ones that are helping us carry the equipment.
I mean, I'm
There's
down.
something
Sure,
going on.
Yeah, let's do that.
And their names are Tyrone, Jermaine, Jamal, and
All right.
I don't know what the 4th one is. Someone could choose the 4th one. I forget, because they're my goon squad in Baldur's Gate 3.
There's only one caveat if that's going to be the thing, and it's that you have to quote the lyrics from Necromance and Dancin' by Bear Ghost.
Ooh,
I'm
I know that.
dead.
No,
It's okay.
Let's make some evil.
That's right. 100%.
I know it.
I'm necromancing, everyone's dancing. I love it. There, I threw it in the chat for you, Blackwell.
Oops, thank you.
Indeed. So yeah, that's
That song.
Yeah. So that said, we've got a handful of folks in the chat. Now, somebody said something about thermos with soup, and I must know, does it fit in a pocket? It most certainly does.
This is literally because of the
It most
the green
certainly
room
does.
talk. Yeah.
Yep. There is a new reward on the Tiltify for everybody that wants to check it out. It's called Inject Rock and Fuck. And for 10 of your American dollars, and yes, it's all in American, I'm sorry, Canucks, you can quote a Ninja Sex Party lyric, and as soon as I notice it pop up on the thing, that is a thing that's now happening to the party, or a thing that the party has to deal with through rolls or elegant roleplay and or Dance Macabre. I think it'll be a really fun way to keep everybody going, raking in those big American bucks. It's specifically for an American charity, so it's a good idea. So the Trans Empowerment Project, and I should jump on this, is a federally recognized 501c3 nonprofit. They're dedicated to moving the two-spirit, trans, intersex, and gender expansive community out of crisis and into empowerment by building sustainable systems of support and a thriving community. This is founded by Jack Knoxville, a BIPOC trans folk, and their organization provides direct aid and other resources to their community members as well as education and guidance for allies. If you want to know more about Trans Empowerment Project, you can literally Google it. I'm not your real dad. But if you'd like to hear what the founders have to say, they're going to be on our podcast, Roll for Beer, in like a week. I want to say a week. Wait, no, tomorrow. It's going to be tomorrow. I am not intoxicated. I promise.
Man, time flies.
Oh no, tomorrow. Oh, okay.
Yep. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, we're going to be sitting down with them, cracking a couple Alberta craft brews, whatever the dice roll is what we're going to be drinking, and going over what they do and the good that they do. So if that's your jam, stick around, toss a follow, and you'll get notified. Yeah, time is a construct, and it doesn't matter, just like gender. And here we are. Life is good. So I did reach out to Ninja Sex Party before this to secure their blessing and like the ability to use some stuff. And although they are super cool people, I don't have the ability to not get demonetized by playing their things because of the way that copyright works.
Yep.
That's a thing. So I'm going to run us a little bit of an intro, and we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to get you guys to introduce yourselves after that intro with who you're playing, what you look like, what instrument it is, and any other cool shit that we already covered that I didn't want you to tell me ahead of time. So I'm raw dogging this. I'm coming in cold. All I know is their names and pronouns for the overlay. And I'm sorry, Pixie can't be here with us tonight. We love you, and we'll circle back and fundraise again here soon. But life gets in the way sometimes. It happens. It's all good. So long ago and far away, in labyrinths of coral caves, a mystic crystal was forged in glass from magic or some shit like that. Its powers had been used for good, and all men lived in brotherhood until the necromancer came upon his steed of bones and flame. His prism eyes with evil gleamed. He stole that crystal, then he screamed, "Now gods and men and all between shall blow my necromancing schween." The knights and nobles of the land did all they could to stay his hand, yet not a single blow was struck. Alas, for he was strong as fuck. He grabbed the princess from her throne and trapped her in a crystal stone. The king called for his wizards 3 and begged them broken-heartedly. See what I did there? Search the forests, search the seas, search time and all realities. Champions are what I need to bring my daughter back to me. Yes, my king, it shall be done, the wizard said, and so begun a wondrous spell that soon would find the greatest men, quotations, in all of space and time. And that's where our story begins. And this is where you all come in. There is no quest for which you'd flee, but right now you're in New Jersey.
Not New Jersey.
Anything but that. Starting place of all adventures, really, to be honest.
You know, I was gonna say Red Deer, but I don't think anybody would have gotten.
I get it. It's almost as bad, almost.
Red Deer, the New Jersey of Alberta.
Yeah, yes, indeed.
Yeah.
New Jersey of Alberta.
Lethbridge, no.
Oh, no.
And we say, "Hey, Baxter Fundo, is that a mystic space portal behind you?" "Oh, shit!" And everybody gets sucked through 27 dimensions of space and time, all right, at the same time.
Damn. That's gonna leave one queasy, I think, probably on the other end.
You would think so. So, oh shit! All of a sudden, you hit the ground hard. Your chest is smoking. Let's start in the top left. April, November. Who are you? What do you see? And how many of your bones are broken?
Well, I'm Rockstar April November, ready for anything, obviously, and so only 2 of my bones are broken when I hit the ground.
I love
it. April is a mess of gangly limbs and ginger hair, frizzed out like crazy. She's she's wearing a sweater that she maybe has worn every day any of the other band members have ever known her. It's like this hoodie that she's like never not been wearing.
Yep.
And let's see. You said something about instruments too. You want me to?
Yep.
You want me to riff on that? I mean, she's the rock star of the group because class wise. So I'm just gonna say she's lead vocals of this band and doesn't actually have an instrument other than her own highly talented voice. Obviously, very talented.
I'm going to interject because it might come up again. You at the very least have a Aerosmith style like mic stand.
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Decorated with whatever the fuck you want.
We can do that. We'll do the mic stand, the long mic stand with the microphone attached to the top of it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Now is this thing covered in wings or like swords, or is it covered in like dainty hearts and unicorn horns?
What's
the vibe?
This is like imagine the not edgiest person trying to be edgy that you can imagine. Like they're going for a hard vibe, but they just don't have one. They're not hard at all.
So it's like
it's got like swords on it, but they're like you know, like the Master Sword from like Legend of Zelda.
I love it.
You know what I mean?
So it's like a Shure SM7.
Yeah.
Or an SM58, like that standard karaoke mic that's been dropped and dinged a billion times.
Absolutely.
And it's maybe less like props and more like Master Sword stickers all the way down.
Yes, absolutely.
I love it. All right. With that, we have our singer established. Baxter Fundo, as you hit the ground, surrounded by wizards and a courtroom full of like impeccably dressed medieval folk. And you're like, when do we get to medieval times? What as you stand, what is broken on you and what does everybody see?
I would think a couple of pieces of my armor have probably like fallen off, and now it's just like, shit. Now I gotta, put these back on somehow. Gotta find the materials for it. Baxter Fondo. It's funny enough, I'm gonna run with Fondo because I thought I spelled fondue.
I thought you said Fundo in the thing. I just copy and pasted it.
I am terrible at spelling.
It's okay. I like it.
But I'm running with Fondo because that feels better. So imagine like someone with Exo 2 power armor, right? But it has like animalistic kind of carvings into it, like a sash with different like pelts and scales on him. The parts that broke off was the arm, like, let's see, the gauntlet, like the hand part, like there was a claw there, and it's just like, great, now it's broken. Well, that's fun. I ain't got the materials to recraft it. The helmet's like a little lopsided, so now he's going like
getting like, the visor back in the right like orientation. Yeah,
it's like, this is not stormtrooper train we're doing. Like we got pinpoint accuracy. I got a big ass battle axe on my back, another like a badass bastard sword on my back. But then there's this little hand cannon that's like on his side. It's on his hip.
Fucking
and
love
then
it.
A book, just a random book on the other hip.
So I envision Baxter Fundo is what instrument do you play in the band? Because you're striking me with the vibe of like you're the keyboard synthesis percussionist that just like has a bunch of shit and also runs the pyrotechnics, and that's why you have a cannon. And sometimes you need to light things on fire and run around on stage, and that's why you have swords.
That's where I was trying to get to. Like my brain kept saying, I want to be the person who does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
So you got this, the keyboard, you got the synthesis, you got the flame productions. You also got the guitar that he pulls out every now and then. Yeah. We'll just say that the battle axe is part battle axe, part battle guitar, because
I love it.
What was it? What was that game that Jack Black was in?
Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend.
Exactly
100%.
That.
I love it.
Just going full send where it's like, whatever you need, I got it.
and so battle axe guitar, claymore keytar. It's like 189 keys, just all the way down.
It plays little lullabies too, like, for the children, just in case, where it's like...
It's like cracking skulls with this motherfucker over here. It's a good time. Look, M Audio, they're built like a brick shit house. It's a good time. Also, For anybody tuning in that is regularly used to our games that are reasonably PG and family friendly, I'm sorry. I should absolutely update the stream on this for a content warning. Bear with me half a sec.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to learn how to filter my language.
There we go. It is only because
this is not the. You don't have to worry about that here, Blackwell. This is rock and fuck. Let's go.
I'm gonna say PG-14 plus because I said a lot of fucks while I was a teenager. There we go. Got her beat. Mark Stevenson.
Yes.
As you hit the ground, your sunglasses fall and clatter across the ground. What does everyone see?
Well, as I make my landing,
or not. Bear with me a sec.
Can you hear me?
Nope. I just can't hear you in OBS. There we go. Fixed it.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Life is good.
Awesome. Well, as I stick the landing, but my glasses fall off, which is not a problem because underneath my special glasses is another set of glasses.
Yes.
Bad exactly boy Mark Stevenson here. For those who don't know, Mark Stevenson does what he can. If there's stealth rolls, there's negatives because he has nothing to hide. This is the only thing you can't see. He has a pleather jacket because he's a bad boy on a budget. Got to be, environmentally friendly. And when he's ready to rock on, the first form is a bass guitar. Second form, the whammy bar turns into a theremin.
Oh shit!
There is no drums. There is no bass.
Yeah, we got no drums.
Who needs a drum when it's all in here? It's all in here.
I love it. There's a second smaller theremin just like attached to a belt buckle.
Listen,
and that's what keeps the bass.
I taught my foot, okay? That's all you need, right?
Listen, I figure out the drums eventually. Like, we don't need drums when you got cannon fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Look, we're special. We're different. We're built different, okay?
This is new age rock. We're working with what we got.
Absolutely. 100%. All right. So that said, you stand, and upon a throne, looking there all wrinkled and gross and old, is the king. And he says, I've called you from the great beyond to save my daughter, hot and blonde. You sailed across the sky and stars. The gods have brought you here. And he looks about you and is like, unharmed? And the majority of you are just like, my arms are broken and I don't know why my chest is smoking.
I am in pain, vast amounts of pain.
Hey, yo, how much you gonna pay us to repair this? Because we balling on a budget. This ain't cheap.
Oh, absolutely. Wizards, heal these fine folks with health care that is free. And they raise their staff, and it's got a little maple leaf drawn into it, and all of a sudden you're better.
Yeah, obviously being from New Jersey, we're like, oh shit, that's amazing.
Exactly. And I mean, it takes a little bit of time, but you can carry on and it doesn't cripple you for life. So it's good.
That's what I like to hear.
That said, well, of course, we can't send you alone. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. And he proffers his genitalia to you for just a brief moment. When you know. And he's like, I mean, this. And he hands you a old ass wrinkly scroll. And he's like, backup dancers, just in case. And it's your rare magic item, your Scroll of Dance Macabre.
Yeah.
So I daintily picked that up because it's just like, I don't want to know where this was. I open my book. I look at the scroll. I look at my book. Scribble as much information on that scroll. Put the scroll in the book. And if you'll let me do this, I'm copying that spell.
So that said, he's like, I really wanted to affix you with noble steeds, magical unicorns that could carry you into battle. Instead, however, I must entrust you with this car that has 4 wheels and only 1 key.
Let's go.
It has 2 working headlights and 4 functional seats.
Does it have windows that help us see when things grow nearer, or whatever the line is?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
It has and get a load of these pedals that you can push with your feet. And they look over at Baxter Fondo, and they're like, "Oh shit, dog! Here, your fit is completely off. Let's see you to an armorer." Because they noticed that the bits had like exploded onto the ground, and they're like, "There was a dude over here that was like really kick ass, and he left some shit." And they like pull out this sleeveless denim shirt, and it's a chainsaw that's like a prosthesis attachment, and some chemistry books, and it's just as groovy along the side. And they're like, "Here, have some of this," and they just shove it on your hand.
So now I have a chainsaw.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wrap this joker around our hand, and now I can just I'm permanently equipped with this.
Absolutely. And I'm gonna say, for the folks watching, if you want that chainsaw to do weird shit, feel free to go to the Tiltify link and donate $10 of inject some rock and fuck, and we'll see what it does. We'll see what that chainsaw mouth do. That said, we are currently
This is on par for me. Like, touch the magical item. There's no consequences.
100%.
Can I get the keys to the car? I'm gonna take the keys to the car from our or one key, I guess.
I love it.
King.
I mean, you are the leader of the band,
Yeah,
or the lead singer of the band.
The leader, quote unquote. I mean, I feel like everybody's got stronger energy than me. I'm just here, I'm vibing.
100%.
But I'm gonna grab the keys, and I'm gonna say, so we gotta be home for the gig like tomorrow. So in what direction? Like, where are we going to find this princess exactly?
Well, you see, she exists in a cavernous cave far away. You have to cross the forest of fear, the pits of disgust, the dark swamp of tears, the fields of annoyance, Dragonboff Junction, Mount Nasty, and the cliffs of erectile dysfunction.
Okay, but you have like a highway. We could just,
Oh yeah, there's a road that's barely wide enough for your car that has 4 wheels and 1 key.
Nice.
Like,
I'm not saying this anywhere on Google Maps. Can y'all got a map or something?
Checking the maps.
Oh shit. Oh, also I need to clarify. So we have your instruments for each of you. The individual powers for the audience playing Lasers and Feelings. If the players are able to convince me that their individual item is useful in some way, shape, or form, and I don't care how bullshit it is, I'll give them an extra dice to roll. If they can help each other out by creatively using a theremin, or 2 theremins, or 5 theremins, I don't know how many pockets Mark Stevenson has. I'm not going to ask. I'm too afraid. It'll be a good time. And likewise, if swords and battle axes and cannons and chainsaws are the solution to the problem, then that's the solution to the problem. But what does Baxter Fondo actually sound like beneath all of his rough and tumble armor?
So
we should establish that.
So this is my voice, regular Blackwell voice. This is Baxter Fondo.
I love it.
But when he takes the helmet off, it's like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" It's like this very like, "Hey, huh? Yeah, it's me. How y'all doing? My name is Baxter Fondo." Like, "Oh, let me put my helmet back on." All right. So we have a destination.
This is my love-making voice.
I call back seat because I need a lot of space. Is there a sunroof? Or I just call back. I call the back seat.
There's a roof. It exists. It is a color of some kind. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna ask chat, what color is this car? Y'all can narrate for me as we go. Saucefire is coming to the chat. Saucefire, what is the color of this car that has 4 wheels and a single key? It is not watertight. I will say that.
It's a Cybertruck.
Are you sure that it's not a beige, the most intense brown that humans are capable of perceiving?
I mean, I believe it is. It's.
I'm just saying, you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the reference.
I mean, I can read it the whole way through, and that's fine. But sometimes I like to give Chad a pass. It's both beige and pastel pink, and
like a replacement door.
Yeah, and it's like one of those 80s blue and pink paper cups.
Let's go.
Yeah, so it's all of those colors all at the same time. All of the seats are wrapped in plastic, like your grandma's couch, and some of them are floral. I won't decide who. I want to say that Mark Stevenson's probably riding shotgun because of course, that's the coolest seat to be riding in.
Shotgun with your feet up. You got to do it.
Thankfully, there's no pesky like seatbelts and or windows to get in your way of hanging your arm out the door and just being cool. I like it. All right, so you get in your car that absolutely has 4 wheels and totally works and is a color. Does April November have a license?
Only recently, like within the last like 2 weeks. So she's super psyched to drive, and that's not because she's like she just hasn't learned until like 2 weeks ago. You know,
I love it.
She's
Who
like
needs
30.
a license? It's fine. Do you believe in miracles? I hope so.
I hope so.
You're shooting off like a star, and you take off down the road and off to the side. 4 horses raise their hooves and bid you adieu, and they gave not a shit. One was black and is called Midnight. One is white and was called Snowdrop. The other 2 were brown and they were both called Steve.
Terrible.
It's a good time. It's a thing. Above board, the Mystic Crystal, a heavily edited version, is my 5-year-old's favorite bedtime story about 2 heroes, Ninja Brian and just Danny, that go and save the princess, and she's like, "Fuck yeah, Dad."
Probably not in those exact words, but yeah, close.
All right, and above board, she told me a couple of weeks ago, she's like, "Dad, can you tell me the story of why I'm not allowed to say fuck, but mommy is?" And I'm like, "Sweetie, we don't say that." And she's like, "No, I'm not saying the word. I'm asking you to tell me the story of why I'm not allowed to say fuck, but mommy is." Like, you are my child. All right. That said, you take off in the car that is definitely a car, and it definitely has 4 wheels, heading down the road. First things first, as you traverse this foreign land, you experience the gloom of the forest of fear. The trees are twisted and the air is thick, and it's clear that this domain is evil as dick. Now, they're quoting, they don't count. That's absolutely true. We're going to. I want to see some chaos hit the streets here, and I'm going to give Chad a chance to weigh in on what's going to happen to you. But first things first. Suddenly appearing in the road, decked out in the finest Hawaiian shirt possible, a sick-ass clarinet in hand, and the smoothest of jazz playing in the backgrounds, is Très Magnifique, the jazz-spinning alter ego to Ninja Brian. And you find that you shall not pass. What do you do?
Is jazz currently being played like actively?
It is a hauntingly soothing melody erupting from the forest of fear.
All right, I would like to turn the car off first of all, because I'm not gonna run down Très Magnifique. That seems like a bad move.
100%.
And I'm gonna April is gonna get out of the car and approach on foot and be like, "Hey, it would be super swell of you if you just, got out of the way of our epic adventure. You're kind of ruining the vibe."
And he says unto you,
"I don't know what you're talking about. I would only be super cool if I was the real Très Magnifique."
Oh no, it's Robot Trey Magnifique.
I am Robot Trey Magnifique. You cannot defeat me. I don't know the name of your band because you're not that popular.
We're still working on
Oh.
that. Okay, we're workshopping that. All right.
Baxter pops his head out the window. It's like, take that back. Take that back. Take that
Them's
back.
fighting words.
Take those back.
The band's had like 17 names in the past 3 weeks. Like every poster is different.
I feel that in my bones because I've been there. I have been in that experience.
That little handle that's in the car that some people hold on to if you drive a little too fast. Whatever's left of that, I grab in and kind of just jump out of as soon as I hear, and I just take off a pair of glasses with another pair of glasses.
There's always a
Mind
pair.
running that by me again?
I'm gonna say at this point, Mark Stevenson has unlimited sunglasses, and you can throw them like batarangs.
Yes.
Like it's just a thing you can do now.
All right.
Yeah, 100%. There was Siobhan donated $60 earlier, and there was some bonus dice involved. But you know what? You need unlimited sunglasses for throwing. I'm tacking that on.
All right.
So that said, Robotic Ninja Brian is like,
you have no power here, Mark Stevenson. You're the only one I've heard of.
Hey, he knows your name. That's a good start, right?
That can mean one thing. He knows Graham Stevenson.
She is the most supportive grandma in all the land. However, she is not as supportive as Grandpa Doug.
and suddenly, shooting out of the forest, with a sick ass katana in hand, is a samurai, in the form of an old man that's like, he's got like one of those old man canes that's just a curved stick, but it's totally a hidden katana inside.
Yes.
Like the sickest shit you would find on the internet and or like Spencer's Gifts or San Diego or San Francisco. And he steps out, and suddenly there's bamboo that was cut and is falling in a direction because why not?
Yep.
Grandpa Doug adjusts his teeth and he's like, all right, you little, like, come on, bitches, let's do this. And he raises his sick ass samurai sword and he's like, we're gonna fight. I don't know where I am, but we're gonna fight.
I brandish my microphone stand like a sword of its own. Like microphone down by the hilt, like I'm gonna bash you with the stand part.
I love it.
And I'm like, all right, you old man, let's go. I can take you.
All right.
I think Baxter comes out to the door, seeing like April doing this, and he's like, "Oh, we're doing this!" And he pulls out the battle axe and holds it like a guitar and starts just strumming like background music, like battle music. Like...
It's like the Naruto or Bleach like battle music's playing in the back. Yeah. I need to know each of your numbers, please. What F? What's your number? Bad boy.
2.
2. All right. Blackwell, what's your number?
4.
4. All right. Elf?
Literally 1.
It can't be 1.
Oh, it has, 2 then.
It has to be 2.
As low as possible.
All right. I love it. All right. So in front of you, you have let me not stress this enough, a quite elderly man.
Yeah.
Dressed with his like proper collared shirt tucked entirely too far into his pants and underwear. Pants hiked entirely too high, and yet still suspenders and a belt. Deftly swinging a samurai sword at you and trying not to hit himself. Off to one side, you have Robot Trey Magnifique, and he takes his clarinet and he starts laying down some smooth jazz in the background, drowning out Baxter Fondo's sick ass background beats. What are you going to do? It's a battle of the grooves. Baxter, you're up.
So seeing that they're trying to drown out my sound.
Yeah.
As I'm strumming, I take the chainsaw on my hand, I rev it up, and I start using the chainsaw to play the different chords on the battle axe.
That's metal as fuck.
Like to reverberate throughout the forest. And I start moving around trying to find the right acoustic area because, forest, trees, there's got to be some reverberations. Once I find it, I start going ham.
I love it. All right. Are you going to try and do this using rock or fuck?
Rock.
Rock. Absolutely. So I want you to go ahead and roll me rock.
So I had to roll higher than a 4 or lower than a 4?
So if you're rocking, you want to roll under your number. If you're fucking, you want to roll over your number.
Cool. That works. I got a 2.
All right. You absolutely. 1 die succeeds. You barely managed it. But actually, because you were using your chainsaw, your items, technically you get to roll twice because in Lasers and Feelings, more successes equals better. Big number go brrr. This is how we do.
So that's a 5.
All right. So that's 1 dice succeeds still. So you manage it and you're like, and it's louder and significantly more metal than anything that Robot Très Magnifique can produce on his own. The complication here is that because it's a fucking chainsaw that you have taken to a stringed instrument, one of two things is going to happen. Either was this a bass guitar or an electric guitar?
I want to say electric. I'm going to say electric.
All right. So the chainsaw cleanly severs through all of those strings, and you've got some good relicking now existing on that guitar in the form of a goddamn chainsaw cut right like partway down the middle of it. You are no longer able to play that instrument until you fix it and put new strings on it. And the string tension is completely off right now. It's one of those things. It probably wasn't very good to begin with. Let's be fair. You're touring musicians. You do what you can. If it was a bass guitar, I was going to say the chainsaw fucking broke because cables.
Nah, but I got an idea. I got something.
I love it. All right. But you're like, and it's significantly more metal. And Ninja Brian, Robot Très Magnifique, as he is known in this form.
Oh God, the metal, and I.
And his head explodes, and you see sick jazz sunglasses go flying in the direction of Mark Stevenson, that are easily just plucked, claimed, and what do you do with them?
His glasses. I take them. I grab my bass guitar, and I look at the old grandpa man who's a samurai.
Yes.
I start to play a nice little funky tune that soothes him, but all of a sudden start revving up the sound, the acoustics, the bass, to where it starts to affect his hearing aids.
I love it. All right, go ahead and are you rolling rocking or fucking for this?
Fucking. I'm gonna soothe him in first.
All right, I love it. So
3.
Because you're rolling rocking, you want to roll under your number, which is 2.
Fucking. Or did I say?
Yeah.
You said fucking.
Fucking, yeah.
All right.
So 3.
All right, so you're rolling over your number.
Yes.
In fucking, because you're trying to soothe him, charm him, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Oh God, that's the first time I've heard something in 80 years." And he adjusts his hearing aid. He's like, "That's some sick ass jam, Mark Stevenson. Good on your pappy would be proud." And he sheaths his samurai sword in the most fluid of motions. And not gonna lie, April, November, you had been teed up and you're like, "I'm gonna sword fight an old man using a stick.
Hell yeah.
Fucking do this." And we don't use conditions in this game necessarily, but I'm gonna say you absolutely have a case of sword fight blue balls, where you're just like, at some point I'm gonna fucking sword fight somebody with this goddamn mic stand.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe not this guy, but
maybe not this guy.
Several other guys later on. We're gonna first date this shit. I'm not gonna kill this guy tonight, but I'm gonna kill 5 guys the next night.
Absolutely. This will absolutely not be a sword fight for one. I promise.
Yeah.
Not a dry bone in the house.
All right. So
and he's
I put my mic stand down, and I if he's peaceful, I don't want to. Beating up an old man is only fun when he's gonna sword fight me.
And he resheathes it down, and it looks like a regular cane again at this point, and it's the same like girth and size as it was before, and that doesn't make any goddamn sense. But here we are. He approaches and he said, "You must beware. That necromancer's evil as shit. Like truly awful. And remember, if you keep at it and you stick with Mark Stevenson over here, maybe someday you'll be as successful as my grandson's band. That is just like you, but slightly more successful, doing all the same things that you're doing, but slightly better."
I hate those guys and their success.
How dare
generally.
they?
We're doing good. But I think we're doing good, guys. Are we doing good?
Yeah.
To be honest, like
yeah, I feel like we're doing good.
We have that.
There's
song.
a sense of like he's crying.
All right,
we're doing good, like dying. Yeah.
I'm gonna put this to chat. The next donation that comes in, the dollar, like the number, the dollar value is going to determine how many fans the band has. We've already established that this band, whatever your guys' name is, and I don't know yet.
Have a name.
Yeah. It has Metalocalypse style fans that will show up and do anything for you. But I need to know how many fans that actually is. Because you can be super successful and be like a local indie act and beloved by tens, or 4 people that show up to every show. But chat's going to decide that as time goes on, and we'll get there. So he says that necromancer's evil as shit. To defeat him, you must give him something that he has never felt before. I'm cold, and there are wolves after me.
Good luck. And then I get back in the car.
Are you going to tell us what that is? Like, is there like a list, something like?
Who are you again?
Don't worry, guys. I have a plan for the necromancer. I've got a really good plan.
Sounds good.
I love it.
Old man, before you go.
Mark Stevenson, is that you?
I slowly walk up to him, look him in the eye, take off a pair of sunglasses, turn it, put it on him, then walk away.
They're way more cool than the other sunglasses that I had before. And he's like, absolutely, motherfucker. Yes. Holy shit, I can see things. My cataracts, they're gone.
No, take you away.
No, they're still there. I was just excited for a second and saw glimmers of light. Should I go towards the light? And he just starts like walking down the road. That said,
nice.
You get back into the car that absolutely has 4 wheels and is a color. And mysteriously, the windshield, Mark Stevenson, you go to extend your feet out onto the dash, and hit by stray jazz, the windshield is just like shattered.
No.
Yeah, 100%. But now you got room for your extra kick-ass feet. It's a good time.
Oh yeah.
Carrying on. It roars to life with a, as though somebody attached a bubble popper to the muffler, and it backfires wildly as though somebody had shoved a potato into it. And your spandex hero clad asses go carrying on down the road. As you carry on, what's your impression of this place? Like, y'all have fucked your way out of some sticky situations before.
You called this the forest of discomfort or whatever? That's not ideal.
The forest of fear.
Oh,
there was a sign and everything, and it said forest of fear, and it was painted in wet paint.
Yeah, but we lived in New Jersey, so it's more like forest of whatever, to be honest. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
And this is just a Tuesday morning.
Realistically, every 5 minutes there's a turnoff that says restroom, and it has impeccably cleaned bathrooms.
Yeah, it's like very unfear. Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like it's actually You didn't notice because it was covered by leaves, but it's like Fiare, and it's just like
okay.
it's totally just super chill most of the time. You drive past a campground and it's just got like a bunch of cultists sitting around and like roasting weenies, and they're like, yeah, hi, how's it going? Hi, and they're all like super friendly and wave to you. It's totally not scary at all.
I'm throwing flyers out of our
Yeah, I
band
was
because
about
it's
to
just
say,
like
gotta
no,
drop the
it's
fan flyers. Yeah.
like we're dropping fan flyers because it's like there's something in Baxter that's like we're not known. Like
to the person that donated that anonymously, I need to know. Can you type the name in the chat if you're comfy sharing who you are, please? I just need to know what that that person's name is, because it's canon now. Technically, it's 2 fans because their grandma is super supportive. So according to chat, you have 1 fan. They have donated $1. You have a ride or die fan other than your grandma, and their name is Clifford. And Clifford is a big red ginger, and 100% shows up to all of your shows. And one time you like, maybe they offered to help you carry stuff out to the van, or well, let's be fair, the hatchback, and they helped like carried a case at one point, and they never washed their hands again. That was 2 years ago. So you have Clifford and Grandma Cliff. Canon now, super supportive.
Let's go.
Let's
Grandma
go.
Cliff.
Thanks, Grandma Cliff. She's like, oh shit, we got a groupie. Let's do this. She makes doilies and soup for everybody. As you carry on again amongst yourselves, you've been sucked through 26 dimensions of space and time, and experienced proper healthcare for the first time.
And I have a car now, and I didn't have one of those before. So
there is that free car. What's amongst yourselves? What does Mark Stevenson say to the rest of the crew?
All right, gang. Seems like everything's starting to pick up. That was an epic chainsaw. That would definitely be a great closing act. This car, imagine all the fans we can drive. Hell, Grandma Cliff can finally be the one in the front seat instead of the one driving. And Clifford, that one's for you, buddy.
Yeah. Big ups to our 1 fan.
The sunglasses.
Maybe he'll buy a shirt next time.
Sunglasses go like swirling out the window and blink off like Team Rocket blasting off again into the sky. Suddenly, somewhere back in a place tangential to New Jersey. I'm not American. I don't know. You know, Clifford is like from New York proper. Well, I'll say. And he's sitting there in a park and he's coloring, and sunglasses appear from the sky, and they twinkle and land in his lap, and he's like, oh. And he holds them up to the sky like a, oh. And we cut back to our heroes.
So guys, you think if we rescue this princess, we'll have like a whole kingdom of fans? You know, like here? Because that's what I was thinking. You know,
we could throw the most awesome concert.
We could have a castle party.
I can fire all the cannons.
And I have plenty of sunglasses for everyone. This can work.
I love it.
This is my game plan. We're gonna defeat the necromancer and have a castle party, and we're gonna probably invite the princess back to New Jersey with us so that she can be our drummer, because we really need one.
Specifically Cumberland County, New Jersey, because it's by coastal front. So, you know, beach, sand.
Beach, yeah, the Jersey Shore. Let's go.
Thank you, chat. Thank you for making my dreams come true. As you're carrying forward, you come ripping out of the forest doing like 15 because the gas gauge is totally broken off.
Yeah.
And you're like, the engine is screaming, and you're trying to like vibe to it, but the radio is super broken. And you look down, and across either side of the road, just as the engine completely dies and like lurches to a halt, you look off to the left. You look off to the right. You see another sign marked "The Pits of Disgust," and in those pits are super, super cute pandas, and they're eating bamboo. They're having a good time, and then they stand up and they roll their panda sleeves up, and they cock their arms like they're Henry Cavill fighting Tom Cruise, and go, and they turn to you, and they're like, "My God, the battle pandas have escaped from the Pandagon, and now they're gonna start murdering." Thank you, chat. I appreciate the hell out of that.
Pandas.
It's last week all over again. Let's get the hell out of here. But the pandas are now approaching you. What do you do?
You said the car is broken?
The car's fucking dead.
No.
You're trying to turn it over, and everything just kind of like hops for a second. It is suppressed by raw panda kung fu prowess.
So I think as the pandas are approaching us, Baxter hops out of the back seat and he throws his hands up like, "Wait, friends, we have come for assistance, not for violence." And I showed him my my electric guitar that's broken. We have come for healing. For something awesome has happened, but something tragic has happened as well.
I fucking love it. All right.
If you assist us, we will assist and help you on your journey of freedom.
Do you want to burn some dice on this? You have 9 in the pool right now. How many dice would you like to burn?
Let's go with 3. Let's go with 3.
Yeah, let's go.
So you can roll 5d6 for this, and we're going to count the successes. And as you're doing it,
are you rocking or fucking though?
I'm rocking.
Yeah, 100%. Like you are being suave and sophisticated, but you will actually, you know what?
Fucking?
Yeah, that's kind of fucking. But you know what? You're keeping it real. You're keeping it real, and that's rocking, right? You're not fighting crime. You're keeping it real. And as you roll, in this corner we have 2 goddamn pandas, and they're ready to kick some ass of no-name band members. Except for Mark Stevenson, he'd probably tear them a new one. You've no idea where it's coming from. There's maybe a Bluetooth speaker shoved off into a tree somewhere. It's tinny as fuck. Go ahead and roll.
You said 5?
Yeah, let's roll 5. Unless your party members can help you in this case.
I wanna see how this works out. I'm banking on this plan. I have one plan, and it's for the necromancer. I'm saving it up.
I love it. I love it.
Just let me know when you want the book.
Yeah.
You do. Okay. So if it's rocking, it has to be under. So
yeah, under your number.
What is that? Oh, so that's a 2, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 5, and that's a 4.
All right. So that's going to be at least 3 successes.
Yeah.
And you rolled your number exactly. So 1, you get a critical success, and you get something extra. 2, you get a rock fuck, some special insight into what's going on. Baxter Fondo, you are intimately keyed to the universe. Like you've hit the pocket, you've hit the groove, and you are aware of this morphic field, this mystical energy that's tuned to you, as though there were a old as balls wizard gazing you through his orb and pondering it, preparing to see what you do next and affecting your fate in the form of 42 different people watching at the same time. A pantheon of 42 folks ready to either ruin your goddamn day and or see you through. Now, with a success like that, though, that may not go unrewarded. And the pandas both lean back and they put their panda fists together and they ceremoniously bow unto you, Baxter Fondo. And they reach into their panda asses and they pull out some kind of a magic item that y'all can utilize to your best benefit. What is it? You got the success. I'm going to ask you.
Oh. Huh.
I mean, you need that guitar fixed, right? Magical guitar
Well, I mean,
strings of some description
yeah,
seem
yeah.
like might be pretty
My,
good.
my brain's going into mithril guitar strings so that
Yes!
when I strum it, not only is it magical, it's magical rock and roll. So
I love it.
If I have to use a chainsaw, it's not breaking.
Love it. They are chainsaw. They're guitar strings of chainsaw resistance. They are, for all intents and purposes. And when you strum them and dance like Adam in the sky, going guitar solo, fuck yeah. You can levitate the party just a little bit as long as you're rocking a sick air guitar solo, or in this case, a real guitar solo. That said, the pandas give you a bow, and they like clap you on the shoulder like you the real MVP, yo. And they toss a knowing nod over to Mark Stevenson, because they're just like, game, respect, game. And they look at April, November in the coziest grunge sweaters that you've ever possibly seen, and they're just like, sup.
I hand them flyers. I'm just like, support a band, support a band, support a band, support a band.
I give them my most winningest, like, hell yeah smile, like, yeah.
I love it. The buddy Jesus.
Yeah,
the buddy
exactly.
Christ.
Give them the thumbs up and the smile, you know, the wink even, right?
I love it.
Yeah.
And you go to start the car.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, nothing. Completely dead.
Well, I guess we're walking from here.
And the battle pandas turn and they look and they gesture to your shitmobile, and they're like, it's on our fucking road.
Like, yeah, but the engine's a mystery and no one knows how it works.
I have an idea.
Go ahead.
No, you first, Mark. You first.
All right.
You first.
This is kind of like Graham Cliff's 1997 Toyota Camry. What we got to do, we got to push it, turn the ignition, then jump in.
That might work. That might work. Sure. I like open the front door, you know, like so I can use it to push.
I pull out the book.
Yeah.
Because if we're pushing, I pull out the book, which has copies of the spell.
I love it.
Hold up, let me find the lyrics. I start saying, when I'm necromancing, everyone's dancing, no one can stop me. I dare you to try. The dead are infused with sensational groove, and they're coming for you now. There's nowhere to hide.
And then, yeah.
And I summon Jamal, Tyrone, what was his name? Tyler. And the fourth one, whose name I do not remember.
It's probably Steve or some shit.
Yeah.
The fourth one's always getting a random name. He gets somebody's name. He's just kind of like, Mer.
Alex.
Beautiful. I love it. And it's the dance of the dead, and they're out there to shred, and they all like look at you and cock their head, and they put their hands on the back of this shitmobile and they go, it's a living, and start pushing it like a Flintstones appliance.
Yeah.
And you see them just kind of like bopping as they groove, and the car starts moving, albeit slowly. The engine doesn't start, but it's enough to at least get it moving down the road.
I'm just sitting on top of it, using like all my pyrotechnics to like make it seem like we're a big thing.
I take my theremin to make sounds like.
I fucking love it. You get like an extra 5 kilometers an hour out of making race car theremin noises, and the cars like every now and again there's just more hills. It's a good time. That said, as you go up an exceedingly tall hill coming out of the pits of disgust, and you start to slide down a long mucky hill, and it gets to the point where the ghouls are trying to chase behind the car, be like, oh shit, no, it's getting away. Brakes don't work terribly well either, because there's a little sticky note on the dash that says "Note to self: replace brakes." It ain't got no gas in it. And you slide down, and there's just like fart noises, like coming up all over the place in this dank ass dark swamp of tears. There's goo that's just dripping from different trees. You're not sure if it's sap, but it's milky, and you didn't want to investigate further.
Yeah, no.
November, this don't feel good.
Ugh. It's very.
Just keep pushing it. So it's fine. It's all good.
Moist.
No.
Oh, the humidity is so high that, Mark, your sunglasses just keep getting perpetually like fogged up. And you're like, I'm taking them off, but it's not doing anything.
I'm blind.
Ah.
Pile of sunglasses in your lap as you're just taking them off.
It's like Batman throwing the batarangs in the Lego movie. It's like, got it in one. April, your incredibly comfy, like old ass sweater is like the worst experience you've ever had right now.
It's okay. We suffer for our art. It's fine.
That's right. You wouldn't dare take off your cozy hoodie.
Not until my plan.
Not until your plan. I love it.
Okay.
Is the plan 100% Flash and a necromancer?
I mean,
it's not Flash.
That's not my plan.
I love it. All right. So you've settled down into the dark swamp of tears. You see it like the car rolled past, and across some tree bark, it just like it spells that out in this terrible milky goop. And as the car comes to a stop, they've made it to Florida. According to Chat.
No.
Chat's gonna have to Chat's gonna have to donate something in to complicate what's gonna happen here. But
it's Florida.
The car's dead, and it's hot, and it's wet at the same time.
Oh no!
But there's no grass. It's just all murk.
I feel like that's enough. That is Florida. Baxter takes off the helmet because it's that bad. It's like ew.
It drips, and it's just like you take it off, and there's still like just moisture coming out as though you're dumping a bucket.
Guys, I don't like this. I don't like this.
We should probably make our way through here as fast as possible.
Not too fast. It's just getting everywhere.
You'll have to be my eyes.
All right. Hold up. I can clear this out of our way. No problem. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. And I bring out the microphone. All right.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Me and the bugs. Wrong musicians, but you get what I mean.
100% remix. No.
I bring the microphone out, and I'm like, I am going to, with the power of my super sexy voice, blast away the air, the like moisture in the air.
I love it.
Like create a much calmer, better environment of this place. Okay, that's the plan. I'm gonna sing our number one hit. That's called I don't know. We're actually pretty good, believe me. All right, and I'm gonna hit the chorus as hard as I can. This is one of those like temptation songs, like come watch, but I'm gonna go as loud as possible. So I'd like to roll fuck with 1 extra die for my item, please.
Absolutely. Would you like to spend any extra die from the pool? You currently
1
have
extra.
6.
We'll do 3. Like
right.
one, 2 from me and my item, and then third one. So I have 2 in fuck, and I'm gonna be. This is my super sexy charm voice attempt. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So let me roll. We got a 6, a 6, and a 3. So that's 3 successes for my.
All right.
To fuck.
It helps. You're like tuning it in, and it almost sounds, because they sound incredibly similar, like your number 2 song, which was "We'd Go for the Store to You Without Complaining."
Yeah.
Like same sort of vibe.
Honestly, April wrote them both, and she wrote them both on the same night. and you only have so many ideas, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like they belong on the same album. It's a concept album. And with the power of 1,000 rocking fucking suns, plus the fact that the stereo system still has one of those like 3.5 millimeter cassette
Oh yeah,
tape.
you just plug it in.
Yeah, you plugged that in and it's running out into like a little one of those shitty little Vox amps that you can get at Long and McQuaid. So your mic goes in and it runs the headphone cable out into the stereo and it blasts out from every direction from the car. Probably cooking that cassette tape right the fuck down at this point. But for all of a sudden, you feel a cool breeze on the back of your neck, and the sweat covering your bodies starts evaporating, and you're no longer in danger of cooking to death.
Excellent.
I love it.
April, I can see again.
You're welcome, most popular band member Mark Stevenson.
I owe you one, big time.
If there isn't one of those like what's that over the top like clasping of forearms in this case?
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like Mark Stevenson,
yeah,
dainty front member.
Yeah.
Thanks, November. I appreciate it. As he puts the helmet back on, the voice gets deeper again.
You really need to get some air conditioning in that thing.
Isn't the next patch update?
Okay, all right. You said that last time, but okay.
You know what?
Corrupted, man. It was glitchy. I can't do nothing about it.
I'm gonna give you this because somebody donated $1 and it was for one fan. You also get one fan, and it's like one of those little battery operated fans you can like hold around you and like cool yourself off. The Predator hand clasp meme, absolutely 100%. The car is stationary. Do you want the ghouls to get it going again?
Absolutely. We gotta head towards the necromancer's cavernous lair.
I love it.
We sit back on top of the car and we're just jamming away, like encouraging the ghouls as pyrotechnics and cans are going off, like doing the works to keep them encouraged.
Yeah, you gotta keep the music running,
Off in the distance, so clear now that this murk and fog has been blown away by the majestic songs of April, November. Calendar Names. Is Calendar Names, was it one of the band names before?
You probably.
Yeah, I like it. After for a little while, it was just Mark Stevenson.
the Mark Stevenson experience featuring the band.
Featuring Mark Stevenson.
Featuring Mark Stevenson.
I love it. And then it's just like pyrotechnic bullshit. And it's like somebody was like, "Oh, it's like Rammstein. It's a good time." And you're like, "We could go with that, just like Rammstein." That was another band name.
Yeah.
Pretty
close to Rammstein. Yeah.
Pretty close to Rammstein. pretty good for a sci-fi original.
Yeah.
Off in the distance, now clear as day, you see Mount Nasty, just like up.
Shit.
Mount Nasty, where the evil necromancer resides. There's more places that you have to get through first, but you can see it. It looks like fucking terrible. Like think like what was it? Snake Mountain and like Castle Grayskull. It's just like it looks evil incarnate in the distance in the most He-Man trope way possible.
Hell yes, it's like a giant skull with like 100 other skulls around it. And all of them, their eyes are on fire, and there's like horns, and
And then off on that peak over there, there's a sick ass sculpture of this bunch of skulls fucking your mom, and it's just it's great, 100%. As we carry on, the dark swamp of tears leaves you in the distance, and you start rolling again as your your dance macabre in the background. It's starting to sound a little ghosty at this point. Like they're finding their own rhythm and going with it. And the air, yeah, exactly. The air is clear. Everything's great. And suddenly, a pinprick. Baxter, underneath your armor, again and again and again. And inside your helmet, just a...
Oh, no!
There's buzzing. And like, April, you're just kind of like waving them off. There's no windshield.
Yeah.
Most of the windows, some of them still work, but they don't go up or down all the way. It's just perpetually in the wrong state.
Well, and also they're like those hand crank windows, right? They're not like they're not like the electric ones. You gotta like do the crank, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
The car's shitty enough, right? Like it's gotta be.
I'd like to point out that so we're at just shy of $1,600 raised so far.
Nice.
If we hit $1,700, there will be a special Thirsty Sword Lesbians wedding episode that the previous crew that we ran the other night have agreed to do. It was a throwaway joke, and it's going to be like a beach wedding or something because they're all space pirates. It'll be a good time.
Nice.
So yeah, we're $104.
I missed my theming.
I mean, next time we might have room in that for more folks, so it'll be a good time. And really, a lot of the folks that are watching tonight come from your neck of the woods, so they deserve some space pirate action. Literally, it'll be spicy. As you roll through these fields that are like, it's like, when did we get to Kansas? When did we get to Disneyland? What? And off in the distance, there's just like rows of little robed creatures going dink dink, dink 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 dink. And it echoes, and it's an earworm all the way through. Think Spaceballs.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Stevenson, Mark. There's this buzzing sound. There's this clinking sound. It's not a vibe. I don't like it.
The bass is off. It's not in a time signature, I know.
And they're all clashing, and like there's frogs croaking over there, and it's not like this serene. It's kind of sound like back and forth, and they're just like. They're probably fucking like it's off tempo, it's terrible. And then like there's strange folks off in the distance, just like high pitched dink dinks, and there's insects and mosquitoes biting at you constantly. And as the car rolls forward in the footprints of the ghouls, we see it read out the fields of annoyance, just like in the mud, and it just like swarms over with insects. This is what you're contending with at this point, and it's a totally slightly uphill, and the ghouls are doing their best, and it's even hard to focus on the theremin, keeping the noises going to keep them motivated, because even Mark Stevenson is a little annoyed. Like, you're miffed, like super miffed.
It's too painful. We gotta fight annoyance with epicness.
I pull out the bat, like the claymore. What instrument was the claymore again?
A keytar.
I pull out the claymore keytar, and I look at April, and Baxter goes, "November, we gotta do it. We gotta initiate Protocol 53."
Oh shit! Really, Protocol 53? I thought we were done with that when we did Protocol 52B, but 53 is a big deal.
We need to do 53 because this is not a vibe. This is not a vibe.
What do you think, Mark? What do you think?
I think it's time to fucking go. I take off 2 sunglasses, pass it to the teammates.
Oh shit!
I put on the
I'll put it on my visor.
Sunglasses. Boom.
I love it.
Oh shit!
I just noticed the V2 model.
Yeah.
Love it. All right. Sunglasses on, keytar in hand. What are we doing? Oh, I love. Yeah, keep going.
So I start picking up a nice groovy bass. Boom, 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 boom. I'm just gonna keep that going.
All right, hit it. I'm ready for Protocol 53. Let's go. Baxter, hit it.
And he starts strumming on the guitar, like with like that undercurrent of noise, of sound.
Okay. April gets slides out of the driver's seat window, standing on top of the car now, and he cranks the volume up to all the way the knob off on the AM radio. Okay.
Yep.
And then she absolutely does her best, like, like
I love it.
try and drown out every other annoying thing and like destroy the atmosphere.
As that echoes out and sails through the air, killing mosquitoes and small like cloaked figures off in the distance.
Yeah.
And all of the frogs turn and they stop fucking and looking at you like mid-coitus.
Yeah, I really.
You hear echoing across the valley at you, ding 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 ding, and rising up like a fucking kaiju from the other side of the field and a reasonably sensible sized hill comes the goddamn Kraken.
Oh no, not the Kraken.
You've released the Kraken.
It's a good thing the Kraken is
and he boom boom boom, and he says unto you, "Who wants sandwiches?"
Oh, absolutely. I will take a Kraken prepared sandwich. 100%.
Absolutely.
What kind of
100%.
sandwich?
He's like, I brought tuna fish.
That makes sense because under the ocean and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And egg salad, but it's a little wet.
I take the offered tuna fish sandwich, and I'm like, hey, so Kraken, do you know how to best get to Mount Nasty and the lair of the Necromancer from here?
Oh shit, yeah, guys. And he gets down and he like puts his hands in. Oops, I falled over. And he's like, well, Mount Nasty shits over that way, and so this is the Fields of Annoyance, and that's fine. Dragon Barf Junction's that way, and he just like points down the singular road that you're all on. There you got to get through the treacherous cliffs of erectile dysfunction as well. And he looks around, and he's like,
that probably won't be a problem for me, but I don't know.
I mean, I'm not gonna don't yuck your yum, I guess, but do what you need. I mean, ED affects everybody a little differently. It's one of those things. Somehow, and if chat votes for it, suddenly April, November has crippling erectile dysfunction.
No!
And any kind of schweening that you would have been doing just doesn't work anymore. Whatever that schweening would look like.
My groove, you've thrown it off.
Yeah, I just can't get into it. It's not gonna happen. Mount Nasty as fuck's just like, you're like three evil domains as evil as Dick over that way. You don't want to go to the Lollipop Guild, which is to the right when the road splits. That's not a good time.
Okay, so what you're saying is basically just follow the road.
I mean, like the road's gonna split off.
Between mouthfuls of tuna fish sandwich.
Yeah, but like you gotta be a little bit. Don't go to Wonderland. Those people are fucked. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
Like it's like Grim Fairy Tales Wonderland over there. No.
All right.
Jabberwockies.
I mean, maybe we could recruit them as for our army to save the princess.
I mean, you do what you want to do, but you're saving a princess?
Yeah.
That's dope as shit, guys. Whoa.
I mean, we're pretty dope.
You wanna join us? Like, you have so many arms, you can play so many instruments. You can rock out harder.
Fuck. I love it. Can you give me a name?
Like a name for you, or like our name?
Like a sick ass band name, like you all have. Like
a sick ass Why the Kraken is a pretty good title, to be honest. Like, you know.
Yeah, but I don't call you like bitch in a hoodie. Like that's just like what I am.
That's true. That's true.
Right? Like
okay.
What about like Squidly bangs a lot?
Holy fuck, yes. Yes, and I can. Oh, go, you got to see this. And he like reaches out and out of his ass, he pulls a giant bell, and every tentacle that's attached to him has a different, like, one's got a mallet and one's got a drumstick, and it's like hitting a gun. And he's just hitting different parts of the bell. He's like, I can totally play the drums. He's like, ding 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 ding.
The percussionist. Let's go. Perfect.
He turns it upside down, and because he's just got this massive ass mouth, he's blowing on it, and it's just like hoo 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 hoo. Jug sounds. I don't know if this will do it.
I know.
Yeah, 100%.
Oompa loompa doopity.
Yeah, no, you don't want any of that. Like, those guys are even further past Wonderland. They're fucked, man. Absolutely fucked. There's a unicorn. It's a whole big thing.
We aren't gonna go that way. We gotta rescue a princess.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? It seems like your car is a little fucked. Do you guys want to ride?
Yeah, that'd be epic.
All right. And he like reaches down, and this Kraken is like, I identify in the masculine vernacular, and reaches up, and you all just got like, somehow he's joined the Kiss Army at this point, and it just has like massive sick ass shoulder pads.
Nice.
Like he's the Red Ranger putting on the Green Ranger's armor. And you all just got like massive shoulder pauldrons, and somehow he's got a star over his eye, and he's just like working on some sick ass white face paint, and just sick green colors everywhere else. And the ghouls are just like, yeah, enjoying themselves, rocking out, probably still walking, and just like not getting crushed by anything because they're on point and on groove the entire way through. Yeah, he's like, I'm honored to join the band. Like, this is fucking amazing. What's gonna happen when we rescue the princess?
Well,
we're gonna throw.
Go ahead, Mark Stevenson. You tell him the plan.
We're gonna throw the most epic, the most fun, the most insane concert there ever has been. Amazing. Whether it's from New Jersey or the other side of New Jersey. There is so much epic music. The princess, the kingdom, and the band.
And he takes off his sunglasses and he says, my God, I can see it. And then he puts the sunglasses back on. He's like, I need to be cool.
I'm still throwing flyers out just to like.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it
everywhere.
Yeah.
And
gotta herald our arrival.
And he's like, I can bring so many sandwiches. And he just starts stomping his way through like down the road. Beside you, there's two tentacles that are like playing rock, paper, scissors with each other. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And it carries on. Your shitbox, your Adam Sandler's piece of shit car. I got a piece of shit car. Left in the distance.
We give a salute to the car.
Does it blow up? I mean, I'll tell you what. We'll retcon it. If chat throws $10 into the mix at some point, the car blows up 100%.
I want to state for the record, I keep the only key for the car.
I like it. I like it. And probably the doily that grandma knit. That it's like a headrest, and it's just all doilies.
Yeah,
they fit perfectly into the shoulder pauldrons, so you have comfy places to sit on. And
fantastic.
And we'll see how it works. Whether the Kraken walks away from a sick explosion, putting on sunglasses, as like a Jerry Bruckheimer production with like the Who blaring in the background. But you know, it is what it is. As you exit the fields of annoyance and carry down the road, we're going to take a little break because we got 7:45 right now, and that's approaching our just over our halfway point. So we'll be back in. What do you guys want? 5 minutes? 10 minutes? What
Sure.
works?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
good. I'm good
fine,
with
yeah,
however much you want.
Beautiful. We'll be back in a few minutes, and hopefully the break screen works as coded, because it was giving me some grief earlier. So we'll see you all soon. Fucking love it. Welcome back, everyone. We have returned from beyond the veil in the green room, where there were totally sandwiches and not alcohol. I mean, no, there was. It's right here. I'm going to put this out there right now. So there's 2 rewards on the Tiltify that anybody can redeem, and they're a little spicy, but the ultimate reward that's been redeemed a couple of times so far in our fundraisers is that I got a handful of these Packy one chip challenges over here, and the blue ones, and I'll eat one and keep DMing in all of the pain and sacrifice my body as it goes. It is an expensive reward. Likewise, I have a bottle of Dr. Ramshackle's old-fashioned juice that makes you explode, which is, warning, this probably shouldn't be consumed by anyone, but I'm not your real dad. Just don't get it in your eyes or let it touch your bits. It is 95% grain alcohol, a dozen Carolina Reaper peppers, a dozen ice cream vanilla scorpion peppers, a half a dozen vanilla beans I added for flavor, a dozen cherry ghost peppers, and a dozen orange habanero peppers, left to sit in its own juices. I'll hurt myself for the internet. There's a reward for Dr. Ramshackle's old-fashioned juice that makes you explode on Tiltify, and it's all going to charity. We keep none of it. Feel free to make me hurt, just like Ninja Brian did by putting in a $10 donation a few minutes ago about what you're going to come up to in Dragon Barf Junction.
Okay.
It's going to be a good time. Kraken in tow. We find our Spandex Clad heroes just like fucking vibing, having a good time. You're riding a little precariously on the shoulders of the Kraken at this point, who is both named Dave and what was it you called him?
I believe it was Squidly Bangs a lot.
Squidly Bangs a lot. I will absolutely forget that. Dave, aka Squidly Bangs a lot.
Yeah, there you go.
And he's like, you know, despite what my name would suggest, I actually very much don't bang terribly much.
Yeah, but it's not about that, Squidly. It's about the vibe, you know.
Oh,
it's about the vibe.
Well, I'm always worried because like promiscuity can get you a bad reputation in the music industry, and you know it's one of those things. And to be frank, I have some self-image and like some body dysmorphia, so I'm worried about that kind of stuff a little bit.
That's all totally fine in the New Jersey and other side of New Jersey music zone. Okay, like like just look at Mark Stevenson. He fucks all the time, and he's like the most popular guy.
Yeah, but like he's got so many sunglasses.
Listen,
I have at least one pair of sunglasses.
Listen, Dave, no one can make you feel bad about yourself. You're rocking, you're fucking. What you do is what you do. And as long as you're having a good time, it's all good, man. As long as you rocking hard and fucking hard all day, it's all good, bro. It's all good.
I never thought of it that way, Baxter. And I feel like Squidly Bangs a lot actually knows your real life names at this point, and maybe it's like loquacious or something. It's like,
Dave,
I'm gonna give my boy a stripper name. I'm gonna do it.
We'll call like Baxter's real name is Mitchell.
Mitchell.
It's the most like you got Baxter, Mitchell,
Mitch Mitchelson. And Mark Stevenson's name is probably maybe it's Mark Stevenson.
I think it's Mark Stevenson. I think that's part of the swag, right?
Maybe it's Mark Stevenson the third, but you're just doing it with just Mark Stevenson because you don't need no legacy.
It's part
people
of the
will remember.
Yeah. They'll remember me, not my family. No. And then April, November is actually like June, May.
Yeah, she's just different, absolutely just different months. She's like, those months weren't cool months. I need cooler months.
I love it. You're like March, December.
Yeah.
Totally out of it. There's a notebook somewhere that has just a bunch of different like names crossed off.
For a while it was July, you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
I feel like when you were going back and naming the band, there's like all of the letters of all of the months, and they're all crossed out, and the band's name was just like cross Jason. Cross.
Jason. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you're vibing. The Kraken's just like, you know, maybe I could fuck. You know, and there's a twinkle in his eye, and he looks up to the sky. It's like someday I too could fuck just like Mark Stevenson.
I look up at Dave. Dave, let's have a quick aside. I want to tell you something important that I look at the other two. These two can't hear about.
Oh, okay. And he grabs Baxter and April and just like slings you down, hurtling towards the ground. Hundreds of miles an hour. The skin of your face, like a Ren and Stimpy cartoon, just like flapping back, and then catches you in a tentacle and leaves you with a tentacly embrace. That this is a PG stream, thank you. I'll show you what them tentacles do, but only for charity.
Good catch, Dave. Just like you. I want you to remember.
Yeah.
Even though people think I am cool, even Mark Stevenson gets scared.
Not Mark Stevenson.
No, even Mark Stevenson.
My world is shat. Mind is literally blown out my butt.
But here's the thing. Mark Stevenson has heart. You, my friend, are pure of fucking heart.
Absolutely.
And that moment, when you finally decide to fuck, take your glasses out, leave them on. Because the only thing that matters is Dave. And whoever you're with, because that's very important too, you know.
For a second there, I thought you were saying that sex was a race and it was one I needed to win.
I mean,
like
it happens.
Splashy.
It happens to the best of us a little too often.
Not to Mark Stevenson.
Oh, especially. We get better with each time.
I mean, are you at least nice about it, or do you give them like a condescending pat and be like, you'll do better next time?
I make sure they have a nice rest, a good breakfast, and a forever good friendship.
I love it. So like you give them a crisp high five at the end and a sandwich?
Oh, yes.
I think I can do that. I think I can do that. And he suddenly pulls sunglasses out of nowhere, and he's just like,
I can absolutely do that. I'm Dave, bitches.
The fuck you are, yes. And I give him I put out a fist.
Bro fist. And there's cheap ass VFX happening above you, Baxter and April, and there's fireworks going off for some reason, and like giant tears just splashing down across.
I looked at Baxter and I'm like, classic Mark Stevenson W.
Yeah. Going for the win.
He's the man.
The nameless ghouls in the background are just like they're choreographing a giant W. It's like no L's here, only W's.
I look over, I see Jamal is like out of formation. Jamal! Get in formation!
Get back in formation!
Snaps his fingers. Shit! Gets back into formation. Dave picks you up and has like tear-stained cheeks. The kiss makeup is running something fierce, like serious daddy issues on the makeup at this point. You don't know where a Kraken would get mascara sized appropriately for their eyes, but they found it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Moving right along.
Hell yes.
Yeah. As you carry on down the road with some sick grooves playing through a slightly tattered Bluetooth speaker grabbed from a tree and or the back seat of the car.
Mm-hmm.
You step forth into this rocky terrain, dwarfing even Dave's height. And Dave's like, "This might be a little hard, guys. I don't know. I don't know how well I can get through this. Here, I don't want to crush you." And like, you see the shoulder pads are like dragging on rocks, and like, you are seriously afraid for your life for staying there for any amount of time. And he's like, "Here, I'll get down on all fours and approach it sensually, like Mark Stevenson would."
I start.
Is that a kitty cat?
Yeah, she's poking me.
Okay, I love it. You're just like stroking a cat like Dr. Claw all of a sudden. Suddenly, Mark Stevenson just has pussy. No. Drowning. No. You are let to the ground, and Dave says, I'm gonna have to like squirm my way out of a sticky situation. I don't know that I'll be too terribly much help for right now, but I got your back, bros. And well, brosifs, I mean, what? Oh, I'm not very good at this. Friends. And turns on his side and starts like doing the truffle shuffle, like trying to get its way through these cliffs. It's more like leaning in peaks than actual, like, across into an ocean, but you're in a valley of deep dank things. And as you stroll forward, the nameless ghouls sauntering behind you, just like vibing, snapping fingers, grooving, ready to roll. There is a massive amount of this brown liquid filling up the bottom of this valley. It's dank, it's fetid. There's this acrid smell that hits you, and it smells like old Stoli vodka and like taquitos from 7-Eleven. And it's pretty, and like blue Gatorade. Like it's all the worst things that you'll absolutely put in your body later.
College flashback.
It's just Costco hot dogs, 100%.
Oh no.
Yeah. $1.50, baby. It works. And as you like step and you like look down at your shoe, it's like, what did I step in the shoe? It just reads like Dragon Barf Junction, and it slides off the boot and slops to the ground. And due to a donation by Ninja Brian in the chat, which I suspect is maybe not the real Ninja Brian, but here we are. I mean, maybe if it was Très Magnifique, like what I'm pointing at there. Cool dude, by the way. Brian is an amazing fella and came through Calgary a little while ago, and I got to meet him. He was amazing.
Nice.
They played with TWRP, and it was fucking sick. They did a bunch of different. They did Starlight Brigade to end it, and it was super sick, even though Dan wasn't there. But that's it. Because of a donation by Ninja Brian, you get Artax the Barfing Unicorn that is drowning, not in quicksand, but in its own barfing vomit in front of you. And there's a small child trying to pull him out.
Oh no.
Yeah. And he's doing his best, and he's like, Artax,
that unicorn needs a Tums, like real bad.
He needs some Pepto-Bismol.
What do you do?
Some Pepto-Bismol. It's true.
We need to get over there. I have an idea. Baxter, I take off a pair of sunglasses. Hold the other side.
I grabbed the sunglasses.
Pull. We're trying to make it so big that it can be a boat for us to get there.
It turns into like a visor as you like pull it out. Yeah.
All right. That's some sick ass. You know what? I'm gonna say that is absolutely rocking, because that's keeping it real to the nth degree.
All right.
I'd like you to roll rocking for me, and I want you to roll under your number.
Oh, definitely use some of our bonus dice, because you're gonna need them to roll.
Because you're gonna need to roll one.
You gotta roll one.
Isn't he
But you're gonna get a
Right.
second dice because you're using one of your gear, and a third dice because Blackwell is helping, or sorry, that Baxter is helping you.
Yeah.
All right.
So you're at 3 so far, but it's still really challenging. How many would you like to burn from the pool?
How
You
many do we got?
5 left.
2. So we have 3 left over.
3 left. So you're rolling 5d6. I need you to tell me how many
One,
1s and 2s you get.
one.
I got 1, 1, and 2.
Yeah.
Fucking sick. Legendary, even. You get a critical success. And with this, you stretch those sunglasses for all they're worth. These were these weird, like, AliExpress ones that you got one day that were supposed to be a novelty, but they actually inflate and expand like a life preserver. They've got a tiny little CO2 cartridge in the arm, and they're supposed to grow and be magical, but it's really just like a rubber dinghy. And the arms pop off and make 2 little paddles, and you like work your way forward with it. And there's as you get closer, it's not a small child that's pulling on the reins. It's just a jockey that is of diminutive stature. And they're like, bitch, get out of your own vomit. You're going to drown. We got a race to win. This is quitter talk. This is the last time that I let you drink all night. No. And it's like, bitch better have my money. And is pulling at it. And the dragon, or the unicorn in Dragon Barf Junction is just upchucking itself again and again and again.
Wow.
And it's sinking. What do you do as you approach with your sunglasses shaped inflatable pool floaty plus complimentary martini drinks with little umbrellas inside?
On my martini drink, obviously.
So I see the jockey like sassing the unicorn, and Baxter's gonna be like, "You're supposed to be there for your bro when they're going through hard times. You're supposed to be there, not making them feel bad." And I pull out the guitar, and I'm like, "You're supposed to make them feel fucking awesome." And I start shredding a sound that's like a healing, rejuvenating sound that hopefully will help ease the stomach and pain of the unicorn, as Baxter is just like, "You're supposed to be there for your bro. You're supposed to assist your bro.
Be there for your bro" is the song you've been working on for the last like 2 weeks. You're just breaking it out right now.
And he's like,
it's got the sickest of hooks into it.
Yeah.
And maybe for the first time, April's like, oh shit, like, is my job in danger?
It's cool. I'm willing to share the vocal spotlight over here. It's fine. I know my worth.
And I rev up the what is it, the chainsaw as well, and start strumming on the guitar to add like some extra oomph to it.
It gives a one. I love it. As you start vibing through, Mark, April, is there anything that you can do to help?
I want to help the unicorn get the motivation to start standing up and getting out of the barf. I am doing one of those pro wrestling hypes, slow clap with boom, 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 boom.
Doing it.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Absolutely
boom,
owning it.
Boom. Boom. Boom.
And it's just it's hyping. Baxter, you can roll. Go ahead, April.
I was just gonna say I am merely so confident in my band members that I'm just sipping my martini drink. I'm I'm just chilling. I'm vibing.
Absolutely. Also, you need a VTuber accessory for holding a martini.
I don't have a drink. I do have a smoke though. So
like it.
That's the best I can do.
That'll be all good. Roll me 5d6.
5d6. Where's my other d6? There you are, friend.
Because I'm gonna say that giving space to your band members when they don't need your help is absolutely the vibe. That totally counts as helping.
I agree.
Should this be rocking or should this be fucking?
I'm gonna say that in this case you're inspiring, and that's very much a rocking thing. So I want you to roll under your number of 4. With 5d6.
Cool. So that's a 3, that's a 3, that's a 3, that's another 3, and then that's a 5.
All right. So that's multiple successes. You get a critical success. And like a second wind, this unicorn like gets a second wind and just starts like, yeah, I can do it. I can make it. We're gonna win. And starts like hoofing it, literally, because it's a unicorn, out of its own vomit quicksand, half dragging its rider jockey friend along with the bridle and up off to the side, and it whips its mane back and forth, and it narrowly it gets onto Mark Stevenson's glasses a little bit, but they come off and they go away, and there's just more glasses. It clinks against the martini glass, and it's like, I was done anyway. we're good. And it says, oh, that's so good. I feel like I could drink like for 2 hours more. You guys are a fucking jam. What's your name? And he's like, a visibly sweaty horse.
What? You know what? You'll find out at the castle party after we rescue the princess. So,
holy shit.
So
really?
Come to the castle. We'll tell you our name then. For now, let it remain a mystery. I look over at Mark Stevenson, visibly like I'm visibly like, oh shit, because like I don't fucking know what our name is at this point.
I was like, no, that's absolutely correct. Yeah, come to the party, you'll find out. And then I kind of nudge over to Baxter to pass out a flyer.
And Baxter absolutely does. He's finished a slow sick jam just right into the pocket, and it's like, and hands it over with 2 fingers, just like without even looking. He's just like, and the little jockey's like, sick, and it's done like in magic marker, and that's so cool. It just says like, party at the castle after we rescue the princess, at the castle. After we rescue the princess. BYOB, and it's like be prepared for a potential orgy.
Search for the giant blimp in the sky.
Yeah. And it's like we promise nobody's dads will explode. And he's like, whoa, I'll absolutely come, and I'll bring so much liquor. Like it will be legendary. You'd think that you'd be in Attitude City at this point, but you won't be, because you'll be in the magical kingdom of, where the fuck are we again? I don't know, man. We took a wrong turn at Jersey. Oh shit. I'll bring some goddamn unicorn magic. And he's like, by the way, I happen to be a unicorn wizard. What can I do to help you save this princess and have a sick ass party where everybody cool is invited, including me?
I think Baxter, after like puts away the guitar and is cleaning himself off of like all the gunk. He's like, can you teleport us to the where the princess is being held? Like lock on to her vibing signals. And also at the party, can you have some virgin drinks? Because some people don't like they're not alcoholics, and that's just not their vibe, and we respect everyone's vibes.
Oh yeah, like DDs and stuff too, and people that can't, like, no, absolutely chill, like chillest of vibes. We got this. And he looks up at the jockey, and the jockey's like, yeah, we can stop. It's fine.
Also good. Condoms, because we protect ourselves.
Well, yeah, no, that's unicorn magic.
Oh, okay, all right,
yeah,
all right.
If I wrap the horn, it doesn't work right, and it doesn't the vibe gets thrown off. So I just we got magic for that, like healthcare and contraceptives, like magic, man. It's
rock on.
It's like you're from Jersey or something. No. God, all the healthcare and contraceptives you can find.
New Jersey owns in this.
Everything's legal in Jersey.
Yeah. Now I can certainly try. Always. I am a goddamn unicorn wizard. Let's fucking do this. And looks up and it raises its majestic stallion head, and like the with a toss of its purebred mane, it leans its horn back, and you see a shining golden light, and you hear echoing off into the woods and like through the canyons, up to the cliffs of despair, and way back to the fields of annoyance. I am a unicorn wizard. And all of a sudden, it stops. And the horn flickers out and it goes, oh, I'm sorry, guys. I can't get through to Mount Nasty as fuck. There's like some kind of like evil shit. That domain is like evil as dick.
Is there a way that you could just drop
the power of the necromancer?
It's the power of the necromancer. And I see the princess, and there's these colored gemstones lighting up a wall, and they form a rainbow trail to a giant waterfall. And the princess, I see her. She's frozen, encased in glass, floating there, like totally hot as shit. But I can't. The magic's not working, bro. Like, this happens sometimes. Like, maybe we're too close to the cliffs of erectile dysfunction, but I can't. And the horn just kind of sparks a little bit.
That's all right. We can still make it on foot.
That's true. And you know what I can do? I got you. And it turns and it looks back to Dave. And it's like, do 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 do, and Dave starts getting like do 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 do, a little smaller, like not like human sized smaller, but like you know how Godzilla was a different size in most of the different original movies.
Yeah.
Based on how big Godzilla needed to be at any given time. That's what happened. And their shoulders like barely brush the cliffs, and it's like, thank you, guy. I've been meaning to drop a few. Suddenly, my dysmorphia doesn't feel so bad. I wonder if that's telling. I should talk to a mental health professional about this. That's the important thing, right?
Your health is always important.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Therapy is sick as hell.
Good health is rocking.
Yeah. You know, somebody told me something once, that therapy is like dentistry. Some people need a lot and some people need a little, but either way, it's good to go see somebody at least once or twice a year.
Getting your feelings out is rocking.
Yeah, just to make sure that there's nothing bad going on, or like, you know, that you're actually doing okay, even if you don't feel like it. But yeah. Thank you, Artax, the barfing unicorn. I appreciate that. Thank you, chat. And keeping in mind, everything that we're raising here is going directly to the Trans Empowerment Project. None of us are keeping anything, and you will get a tax receipt for any charitable donations that you put in. It runs through Tiltify, and you can request it from TEP as well. If you donate through our fundraiser, and for some reason you didn't include your email or anything like that, you can reach out and send a message to the Legends of Logomancy crew here, and we can hook you up and make sure that you get what you need for the tax man. Well, the tax peoples. Everybody's allowed to be evil. Everyone. We're inclusively evil over here. No. That said, Dave the Kraken is like, I don't know if I should carry you through here, but we should carry on. We got a princess to save and a sick ass party to get to.
Let's get rocking.
And maybe when we get there, we can like invent a new form of karate or something. Like I've been told that everything is a dance move.
It's true.
I've been hoping to learn karate anyways, like atomic karate or something. And I don't know, maybe
I'm looking forward to seeing what makes it atomic.
Well, it's like a punch with 1,000 megatons.
Yeah.
Because like, you know, kaiju and all, and like I don't got like Godzilla breath or anything, but I could try. I could have Godzilla fists, and I wanted to ask you guys about a band thing, and he's saying this as you guys are walking through like outside the other end of Dragon Barf Junction. And you see that it truly is a junction because one goes off and there's like cupcakes and candy and rainbows painted on signs, and it says like to Munchkinland, to the Lollipop Guild. And behind it, there's a bunch of like actual signs that are decrepit and falling apart and just like painted in gray paint that's like death for all who enter here. And it just like the rainbow lollipop signs fall forward and you're just like, oh shit. And you look to the left instead, and there you see it. Massive cliffs ahead of you, crashing against like ocean waves, or ocean waves crashing upon them. And it's just like normally a cliff would be out and poignant, and it's just dipping. And it's curled in. It's not quite the hilltop from The Nightmare Before Christmas,
but we're getting there.
Yeah. Now, chat's alluding to some falling houses, but we'll see. I mean, I'm totally down to cross the streams. We'll see how it goes. As you start going forward, I need everybody to roll a single D6 for me, unmodified, against your number. And I need this to be rolling for fucking.
All right.
So you're rolling for fucking. You want to roll above your number.
I did it. I rolled a 4. That's above my number.
Beautiful. Your number
6.
is a
2.
A 2. Beautiful. 6.
My number's a 2.
Your number is a 2. And Baxter.
My number's a 3.
Okay. And your number is a 4, and you rolled underneath it. Baxter, for anything Schween related going forward. And what I mean by this is you have a permanent -1 dice to any kind of fucking that you do. You can offset that by spending some dice in the pool that is dwindling at a great rate of speed that chat can absolutely fulfill with some donations to the Trans Empowerment Project to help you guys get through what you need.
I feel like Baxter feels that sensation of the junk down there, the commander is starting to wane, and it's like changing, and he's just like, ooh, guys, I don't feel good. Something's not right down there.
Don't worry, Bax. I got a plan. The plan is I am gonna jam my best a cappella version of the sexy saxophone jam. You know, like a but I'm
Careless Whisper
really
that motherfucker.
Careless Whisper the hell out of this as we like make our way through here, because no one can remain dysfunctional when listening to Careless Whisper, even if it's the a cappella version performed by your best friend April November.
I love it. Is that something that you're going to do right now?
I mean, you want me to? I'll absolutely.
I mean, I
already did like the best part. All right.
No, it's fair. So paint me a mental picture with your words.
Okay.
So you see Baxter down on himself, clutching junk.
There is like an almost like sepia filter that descends over the scene. You know, there's this sort of like low piano vibe coming from literally nowhere.
Yeah.
And as we're walking along, obviously, because we have to get through this area, we can't just like stay here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can't like stop and perform. It's got to be on the move. So as we're walking along, April has just got her mic in hand. She's taking it off the stand. She's just got the mic in hand, and she's just you know, so on.
I love it.
So forth. Trying to keep up the sultry, sexy groove, so that, you know, everybody remains undysfunctioned.
I have to say it. No, Baxter has erectile dysfunction. Only Baxter, though. I know it's weird. Actually, I also need I need Mark Stevenson to roll me a d6 for Dave.
For Dave.
6.
6. All right. So because that's fucking, he wants to roll over the number, and I feel like the Kraken is much better at rocking than he is fucking at this point.
Yeah, probably.
You know, he's reasonably new to partying and being charming and, you know, fucking, as self-admitted. So I was going to put his number about a 4. That checks out. You see all of the tentacles kind of droop for a little while, and then they're just like, and obtain girth again. Baxter, as you hear this sweet ass groove coming in, accompanied hauntingly by this echoing clarinet off in the distance, that is like the smoothest jazz clarinet saxophone pairing match you've ever heard. I need you to roll me fucking. You can roll 3d6 on this one. If you succeed at least once, your erectile dysfunction has been cleared.
Of course, the one dice falls out of the dice tray into the laundry somewhere.
Roll it again.
I don't know where it went. It's the one with the flower. Wait. I got it. Okay. I got a 3, I got a 5, and a 5.
Beautiful. You got at least one success for fucking, because technically 2 successes here. So you did it. You did well. Good job. And you get a thumbs up in your pants.
Yeah.
There's like this magical light that comes up from it, like, oh. The commander's back, y'all.
You hear some like scoffing from the distance, where it's like 2 inches. Upgrades, people, upgrades. And before you stand 5 different grungy looking musical archetypes. There's like the goth one, and then the brutal one in the spiky bracelets with the long, like, probably well taken care of hair, but you wouldn't know it from a distance. And then like the squeaky one that's ropey as fuck and probably doesn't wear shoes or shirts most of the time. And they are the Necro Band, or I'll call it the Nega Band. They're the exact opposite of you in every single way.
Oh.
Except the lead singer is like a cute bob-haired boy that is also in like the comfiest sweater, but it's not torn or tarnished at all.
No.
It's like brand new, like
grungy.
fresh off the shelf, and they're like, it's ironic, and it's got a kitty cat on it.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's like got that Tim Henson vibe from Polyphia. Yeah. And the other is like, she doesn't rock sunglasses because she doesn't need to. She's just got like piercing contact lenses, and every time she blinks, it's like what is it? Heliochromia. But every time she blinks, her eyes change to a different color. She's just got extra colored contact lenses, and every time one of them just falls out. It's horrendously bad for your body. Please don't do that. Yeah. And in place of where Baxter Fondo is, there's just there's a lithe, busty anime chick that's wearing no armor whatsoever, and is just like wrapped in bandages, like Urza Scarlet style. And while you have these massive instruments, she's got a long katana that is a single string, and like it's almost like a shamisen with the yeah, you know what? It is absolutely a shamisen made out of a like a nodachi, super long and like sick as fuck. And they're like, well, what have we here? Looks like the runners up showed up.
What do you mean? I don't see any princesses with you.
Not yet, but
Yeah,
you know,
well,
we're gonna have the sickest party after we rescue the princess and get all the acclaim for ourselves
oh yeah, where are you planning to have this sick party?
at the castle.
But that's where we're gonna have our sick party.
Well, you know what happened? That mystical space portal that they pulled you through, they totally left it open. We were coming to your house to just like razz you and tell you just how uncool you are. And we saw it sitting there and we're like, what the fuck? Why do they have a mystic space portal? Now we have a mystic space portal and we came through it. And you know what we got? Free healthcare as soon as we landed. And that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, well, you're just following in our wake this time. Negaband.
Well, you know what? You guys had left so fast that you didn't get 6 stallions. And behind them, there's like a black unicorn and a white unicorn and some brown unicorns.
We had a car, and I hold up the key like it's like way better than.
Oh, that burnt out shit box back there.
We have a Kraken, and you have our slocky seconds coming through the portal after us. Who's the second best now? We're the original. You're the second.
You hear coming, echoing off in the distance. It sounds like Careless Whisper again. And off in the distance, you see Dave like turning and looking, and there's another Kraken, but pink with a bow on its side. Like just like, you know what? No, it's another Kraken, but it's got the Bowsette crown on top. It's literally just Bowsette, like hanging out, and the Kraken's just like, guys, I think I need to roll fucking.
And I was just about to say, Dave, it's your chance.
You can do it.
Get in there, Dave.
Baxter's like, nah.
All right. I need
making fun of you.
I need all three of you to roll me a d6 individually and tell me your results for Dave. Dave's going to be rolling fucking. If you want to burn any dice, you can feel free to do so.
I rolled 1.
All right.
Another 6.
All right. That's 1 success and 1 failure.
If I want to roll against it to have Dave have some self-respect, because these people are rizzing us up. Like, not even rizzing us, like they're roasting us. And it's like, you don't want it. Like, why would you do that? Some self-respect, bro. How would I do that?
That's adding dice to make his fucking roll higher, which makes him charming, like having that confidence, that riz. That's the fucking
my
stat.
dice to that idea. I like it.
Yeah,
I want
absolutely.
All that
like,
too.
That's the result of you guys successfully rolling above a 4 for him. So we'll say Mark Stevenson successfully rolled a 1. April November failed miserably at the fucking in this case for Dave. And
2.
All right, so rolled low. So 1 success, you barely manage it, but this is going to be a complication, a harm. So I'm going to say Careless Whisper continues on in the background, and all of a sudden it changes into like Epic Sax Guy. And it's like dun 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 dun. And Dave's like, look guys, I think I gotta go make somebody breakfast. Wish me luck. And you see them like take the hand of a Bowsette and just like fucking ditch.
Good luck, Squidly bangs a lot.
Squidly's gonna bangs a lot. Oh, sorry. Squidly's gonna bangs a lot. As it
keep the
echoes
sunglasses on.
And they turn and they give a big old thumbs up as you see the sun glint off the sunglasses. And the Negaband is like, what the fuck? You took our Kraken.
Yeah, because our Kraken is like way better, more charming.
Our
real king.
But ours was like a hot turtle lady.
Not anymore. Now you don't have a Kraken. Now you got nothing.
Well, now
they have each other, and they don't have to deal with you.
No, you don't have a Kraken. What do you think of that?
Our Kraken's happy.
Got sword fight blue balls earlier, and I'm gonna sword fight the Negaband. Let's go. I said I was gonna kill 5 guys. Here we go.
I'm gonna give you some bonus dice for that. So brandishing your awesome mic stand. They don't have weapons.
Let's go. Let's kill 5 guys tonight.
They're just standing there back at the horses. there's like magic weapon, like magic arrows, blessed to light their righteous way, and a bunch of other shit that's just like hanging there.
Yeah, they forgot.
So how does April approach this? You're swinging a mic stand.
April just takes her mic stand and brandishes it and goes like, "It's gonna be hard to rescue the princess if you haven't got weapons, or I don't know, consciousness." And then I go for it.
I love it.
Roll in there.
All right, so this sounds like rockin' because you're kicking ass
I'm
at this point.
terrible at it. I'm literally I need a 1. Like there's
sounds like you need some. Well, so you're rolling 2d6 because you're using your special item.
How many dice do we have on the?
You have 3 left in the pool, as evidenced by the overlay on the stream.
Can I help, April?
How are you doing so?
So I tap April on the shoulder, and I have my hand, like the hand out, like my hands out, and as if in this like kind of like push off position, like this cheer push off position, like April, protocol 53B, and I'm like,
yes,
launch,
yes,
ready.
Springboard, yes, the Baxter Fundo springboard. Let's
I love it.
Go. I love it. All
and
right.
in something very reminiscent to Battle Plan 69, you see like April bounce and fly, and I'm gonna say, because they're here, your nameless ghouls are totally like, as you're gonna swing, they're just gonna like collapse behind them as though you're like pushing them backwards over somebody.
Right,
so I'll give you an extra dice for having some nameless ghouls helping out
we
too.
have 4 dice. And then I'm going to add 1 from the pool for 5 dice. Let's see if I can roll a 1.
Fucking love it.
At least 1 time. Let's go. All right. So a 4, a 4, a 4, a 2.
That's it. That's a 2 is what you need.
Okay, we got 2 2s. Okay.
All right.
All right.
So you did well. You did a good job by having 2 successes. You absolutely crank like Chad Brownpants, which is the leader of even better, his name is Jason. Jason Monthly.
We named our band after him that one time.
No, don't you understand? That's where he got his stage name from.
Shit, he stole my
he rode your jock and stole your stees. And his name was Chad Brownlee, but now he's Jason Monthly. I like it.
He's gonna be Jason smacked with a mic stand pretty soon.
I need to clip that at some point. Just the pause and then the slow delivery.
Well,
I'm putting that in your Discord. And Jason Monthly, frontman extraordinaire for the Nega Band, and there's always a riding moniker because whatever you guys have set your name to, they're always like a slightly cooler paradigm of it, or like slightly alternate. So it's Nega Band, and then in brackets, it's something completely different.
Yeah.
He now is missing his front teeth and his award-winning smile, and he's going to need some of that free healthcare.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's like, wham! Not free dentistry yet, bitch. They're still working on it, but it's coming. You're in a low enough income bracket. No. and he's bleeding all over the place and holding his teeth in his hand. And the other's like, holy shit, she's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. You better back off, my princess. I didn't get to sword fight that old grandpa earlier, so I'll sword fight the hell out of all of you if you don't back off right now.
What the hell? You fought my grandpa, Doug? And like
no, I didn't. That's the point.
Yeah. The shamisen losing contact lenses wielding busty anime girl trope is steps up and is like, all right, and swings a giant nodachi at you, and like it's that anime style clashing of mic stand / samurai sword that's made to cut horses in half.
Yep.
And it's sick as shit. While this is going on, Mark Stevenson, what are you doing?
So the anime girl is the one with the different eyes, correct?
Yeah. And a giant sword swinging back and forth, dueling with April at this point.
I yell at her, wait, Michelle Stephanie.
She turns. And they're like locked eyes and like right up on April, November, and like you see them turn and their eyes like continue falling down as it happens. There's too many contact lenses. And they look, and Michelle Stephanie addresses you. Mark Stevenson shoves April November back and like brings the Nodachi down. It's like, my eternal rival. And steps forward.
Michelle Stephanie.
It's like that Majin Buu Son Gohan look where you're significantly taller and it's just like nose to nose.
I like get into her face.
Yep.
I just want to dance. And then I take 2 sunglasses and throw them to my 2 partners. Put them on.
Absolutely.
Have you ever seen Infinity? I lift up all unlimited glasses to reveal my face to her to blind her.
Oh, I love it. So it's like when you bend 2 mirrors in a bathroom together and you can see through all of the reflections.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't. It's too powerful. But I'm gonna need you to roll. You know, this is keeping it real.
Stevenson's face is
You know what?
Beautiful.
You tell me, is this rocking or fucking for Mark Stevenson?
That depends. Does Michelle Stephanie have a crush on Mark Stevenson? If not,
you can cut the lust and like the hate fucking with a knife.
Oh, then it'd be fucking.
Yeah, 100%. All right.
All right. How many do you want me to roll?
So in this case, I'm gonna say, right now you've got 2 because you're using your item. You're doing this, and you know what? I'll get you to roll 3 because we've established canonically that there is a hate fuck relationship here.
All right.
3d6.
2, 4, 5.
So all over 2. Well, a critical success. And you learn something new by rolling your rock fuck number.
Right.
So you get to ask me a question and I'll answer you honestly if I can.
Okay. Did the Necromancer create our rival band?
Absolutely.
No evil bastard. Oh, so I'm just taking off all my glasses. Hopefully these 2 don't get blinded by it. As I'm doing it, I'm screaming my head off as finally a bright light shines. And then finally put them back on. I take a knee.
I love it. She stands there, mouth agape, with, you know, I'm just gonna say it with like the Ahegao eyes like off in the distance, just like mouth agape. She has seen too much at this point.
She has seen God.
She has seen God. And his name is Mark Stevenson. And he owes her breakfast. And in a flash, you get this this image of Mark Edward Fishbach looking down, pondering an orb, like Markiplier. In the evil necromancer outfit that's like, fuck, god damn it. As she drops to her knees and it's like, oh. And it's horrendous. You know what? And in the most Scott Pilgrim vein possible, she explodes into a bunch of Canadian quarters.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah. And it's just like $666 worth of, no, $69 worth of Canadian dollars and change.
There we go.
That it doesn't matter how many villains you're on, it's always $69 for Mark Stevenson.
Yep.
You're like, oh shit, that's really good. Like bus fare. It's awesome. And the rest of the nega band is like, oh shit, like we're 2 down. We're outnumbered. Son of a bitch. And they're not outnumbered. There's now an even amount of you left. But they're dumb and can't do math. And
Baxter's gonna look.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, you first.
No, I was gonna say, unless you want to do anything, they're just gonna they abandon their buddies and fucking take off.
Nope.
All right.
So I take the chain of the chainsaw, right? I take it off of the chainsaw. I use it as a lasso, wrap it around one person, try to yank them forward with the hand cannon in the other hand. And I'm like, nah, we're going down in a reptile town.
I love it. You get a bonus die just for the amazing NSP pun there. You're using your item. You're going to be kicking some ass. So you're going to be rolling rockin'. And are you going to straight up fire a pyrotechnic through a person?
Absolutely.
I love it. All right. You're going to start with 3 dice, unless the other 2 of you want to help somehow.
I mean, I look admiringly at my fellow band member and I give him a crisp thumbs up. That's my assistance. Yeah.
I love it.
Can the glasses count as seeing as Mark's given us multiple glasses at this point?
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Go roll me 4d6. Let's do this.
So it's going for rocking. Mm-hmm. That is a 4. That is a 4. That is a 4, and that's a 3.
All right. So 4, 4, 4, 3. That is a critical success. And you rolled your rock fuck a bunch of times. You can ask me one question, and I will answer you honestly.
Do any of the band members from their defeat, do I see like a map or like a device that's telling us princess here?
Not so much, but what you do glean is underneath the zipped up hoodie of their bass player, who is not the one that you blew a goddamn hole through a moment ago. Like you just like straight up, like you turned and you looked at this bass player and ended somebody's life in front of him. There's a smoking hole where there used to be a person. They just like they go to put their hands up, and the sick crop top that they have that was showing their midriff, as it raises, you see your band insignia is tattooed like just below their solar plexus. They're like a secret weeb. You have a second fan, a third even.
Nice.
Yeah, they're just like, I'm just a gigging musician. I'm a hired gun. I'm sorry. I appreciate what you guys do, and thank you for the opportunities. And bye. Just like pieces out.
All right. All that stands between us and victory is the necromancer and our sick party.
And your sick party. You have in your repository 2 d6s left. You've conquered the cliffs of erectile dysfunction. And off in the distance, you hear, splishy, splashy. And oops, I falled over.
Get him cracking.
Oh God. All right. So
they're cracking some backs.
It's about to get spicy in here. We have a donation for $110 that says, Dad, I'm supposed to have the downstairs to myself tonight. Get out of here. I said I'm on a date. You always do this when I have company over. You ate all the ham in the fridge and you said you wouldn't.
Nice.
And in that vein, the Kraken, you see off in the distance, he gets up and suddenly out of nowhere, he's got a portable kitchen and he's trying to make some sandwiches just like Mark Stevenson told him to. Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, I need to do something because there's a redemption for Dr. Ramshackle's old-fashioned juice that makes you explode here. So
let's go.
Oh, that is.
Oh, you're instantly turning red.
Oh no!
It touched my skin. It touched my skin.
It touched a lot of you. Touched the inside of your mouth.
Oh, that's where I keep my stuff. No. Oh, it's so vanilla-y and it hurts so good. And then we've hit we passed the $1,700 mark.
Hey,
so you get
nice.
a thirsty sword lesbian beach wedding in space, bitches.
Yay!
Oh, all right. Off in the distance, you see a kraken.
Yeah.
Post-coital, god damn it. Post-coital trying to make some sandwiches for Bowsette, who is thoroughly laid, and right in the guts. And he's like, god damn it, where'd all the ham go? And inexplicably rising from a deep sea cave off in the distance, near the cliffs of erectile dysfunction, is a slightly larger kraken that has like a necktie on and a collar for no apparent reason. And they're just like, what did I tell you about making such a racket? And it's like, god damn it, Dad, I was supposed to have the downstairs to myself tonight. And he gestures to like the earth.
The earth, yeah.
And it's like, I'm on a date. You always do this when I have company over. It's like, not while you're under my house or under my roof and under my sky. You're gonna do fuck. God damn it. You're gonna do what I fucking say. And there's like a hint. He was like, if I was wearing pants, I'd take my belt. It's this whole rambling racket. And I feel like that's a good enough illusion.
yeah, nailed it.
All right.
It's like you seem to be dying, which is just amazing.
It'll be okay. I made this. I did this to myself.
You did.
I made this for my friends. With a little luck, you too can poison your friends on the internet. All right. You've conquered the cliffs. Fuck of erectile dysfunction. And in a monologue. You've conquered the cliffs of erectile dysfunction. Looming before you, it stands none other than Mount Nasty as Shit. What do you do?
Ascend to the obviously evil lair entrance at the skull mouth to confront the necromancer and take back the princess.
Can I do a thing, April?
Of course.
Like, if I have your consent to pick up your character?
Of course.
So I pick up April, I put him on my shoulders, right? And I pull out the battle axe and I point forward and I'm like, November, Stevenson, to battle! And I start charging forward.
I hold the mic stand out like a lance.
I love it.
Like, yeah.
I thought you were gonna put it between your legs and do like a Monty Python thing, but I'm down. I like it. And it's fuck. All right. As you approach, you see, as alluded to before, the moonlight rises over the door as it's high in the sky. It's like pristine as shit. There's jewels and skulls everywhere as you like rush through this cave. You don't feel afraid. You fucking got this. Your band name is Sick. Your band name is
Yeah, let's go.
You've got this.
It's like a pirate arg.
Yeah, it's like an arg. Yeah, definitely.
And it lives on in infamy for the first time that you ever got like a microphone shoved in your face by some manner of like indie rag like zine. And you're just like, and they're like, is that really, 4 ahs or 5?
It's really avant-garde, you know?
Yeah. And the nega band isn't it's hoot. Like, it's everything but backwards. There's skulls on the floor. And until the bells of doom toll, you know you'll be safe. You've got this. You are confident. You are rocking. You are fucking. You're wearing sunglasses, and it's nighttime. Like, you got a half a pack of cigarettes. You might as well be called the goddamn Blues Brothers. And you're riding and you're running, and it's like this cavern is really long, and like I'm trying to keep the hype up, but like
it's like kind of a long walk. Yeah,
we've been like clapping and chanting for the band to do an encore, and it's taken a little bit too long. And echoing through the cavern, you hear bong, bong, bong as the bells of doom toll, and you're like, oh fuck. And colored gemstones light up the wall in front of you as you approach a large open cavern. And they form a rainbow trail as alluded up to a giant waterfall. And there, the necromancer grins. Markiplier in all of his glory in the best like it's not even Markiplier in like a wizard robe. He's just in a tracksuit.
Yeah, okay.
Looking at it, he's like, this is what I live for. I'd buy fucking 10 of these. And he's gesturing to a princess floating in a crystal. And there Markiplier grins, and the princess is stood frozen. And yet frozen, yet so hot behind him. Damn. And the princess, you hear in your mind, April, your heart is kind. Only light can stop the dark. And you know what she means. What do you do?
I mean, obviously I've had this plan since the very start.
Flash and side boob, winning. No.
I for the first time, I place my hands on the bottom of my sweater, and as I pull it up, right, to take it off over my head, right, there's this light like from Pulp Fiction, you know, like this golden glowing light, and as she removes the sweater, okay, she is hot as fuck underneath that cozy sweater, okay? She is goddamn, her fuck level is wild high. Okay?
I like it. The crystal that the princess is floating in is suddenly moist for no apparent reason whatsoever.
Let's go.
I feel like the beacons of Gondor have been lit because you always wear this sweater, and your midriff is pale as fuck.
Oh, you know it. You know it. She's pale as hell.
There's this scintillating colors, a shot of rainbow glistening off of everything in the cave, and it's a good thing you all have sunglasses.
The best, you know, like the sort of like crop tank top ever, you know, like almost sports bra vibes, except, you know, hot as hell.
Except hot as hell.
Yeah. And,
I love it.
There you go. That's my plan. I'm distracting the necromancer. Team, do your thing.
If you're the lead singer of a band, and as a singer myself, it takes a whole lot to stay to keep your vocal range in place and be able to like actually have the fitness to sing for a long period of time. You are probably like hot as hell and jacked as fuck.
Yeah, we're doing it.
You just don't capitalize on it.
No.
And Markiplier's like, oh fuck, I didn't realize you were that hot underneath that sweater. What have I done? What have I done with my life?
For literal years.
Years.
The necromancer.
No. Had I realized you were so hot?
I saw the other world in a dream. I don't know.
I love it. The rest of you, you're going to be taking 2 bonus dice from this for whatever you do, because April has doubly helped you with like a double set of D's or whatever.
You know it.
Be doing. We'll start with Mark Stevenson.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to go run past where the necromancer can't see me. I take out a couple of sunglasses to make like Wolverine claws and start breaking that crystal.
Oh, I love it. All right. Sunglasses in hand, like 3 pairs of sunglasses in each hand between fingers, like Wolverine claw batarangs. And Operation 6969 commences. And you see this like schnicket, or hear the schnicket echo through the cave as you produce these sunglasses. And go running and doing a vaulting leap onto this crystal to like shove it in and take it down like a sentinel. Baxter Fondo, what are you doing?
So I take the hand cannon, right? I'm also taking the book, and as I'm summoning more goons, like I'm singing, I'm necromancing.
Everyone's dancing.
Everyone's dancing. I'm summoning goons after goons after goons. Like the whole cave is full of goons.
And they're all sitting there and they're all clapping at the same time and like beating fist back and forth. It's like fucking Attitude City in here.
And I tell them to charge the crystal as I use the chain to like as a lasso once more to grab the necromancer and pull him in for one last hand cannon blast.
Beautiful. Markiplier is surrounded by
get him.
non-canonical Markiplier.
Yeah.
Non-consenting to be here, gets wrapped up with a chainsaw chain and is pulled forward in a tracksuit. It's like, holy shit, what? Sorry, I was so distracted by filthy hotness. What's going on? As he feels a cannon like pressed up against his chest. There's a almost this chorus of like, ah! From all the ghouls as you see Mark Stevenson's claws start to glow this vibrant, scintillating black color, because that's the only color he needs.
Yeah,
Let's be fair.
cool.
As it slides through that glorious mystic crystal, cutting off the edges and just carving it out like a fucking chainsaw ice sculpture. And surrounding that princess as this happens, Mark, I'm not even going to make you roll for it. Markiplier looks back for one last glance at April November's filthy hotness and looks up at the princess and is like, as the inside of him is blown asunder.
And as I pull the trigger, I'm just like, that was the foreplay. Now prepare for the main course.
I love it. And you end this man's whole career.
Let's go.
In one fell swoop, as the cannon blast, like a Kamehameha wave, shooting out through him and taking everything, taking the entire crystal in tow. Scintillating lights flickering all over the place like the sickest dance party you've ever experienced. And all of you clock a mental image to like put your sunglasses down as you like remark upon it.
Yeah, we have to like pose, you know. Like
Mark Stevenson's got the princess like in one hand, but she's still encased in a little crystal of a like a slightly more voluptuous version of herself. And she's also inexplicably like wearing sunglasses inside the crystal now for some reason, because Mark Stevenson is just that damn good.
This cool guy aura, you know.
Yeah. As the crystal collapses and shudders to the ground. Oh, everybody hydrate. Thank you, Lefeyan. I appreciate that. This is gonna burn like fuck because my tongue is still on fire. I just have some cojones.
Oh shit, it is a mosh pit.
Oh, all right. I got this. It is absolutely a mosh pit. And your nameless ghouls are going, and like they know the drill at this point. They've all got band merch on, and they're all like black tees with your logo, which is what? Unless chat wants to vote on it with a $10 donation.
It's a boarding plank, but it looks like a plank with like nails in it. You know what I mean? Because we didn't design it very well, so it just looks like a wooden board with nails in it.
Honestly, I've been eating Sour Patch Kids this entire time. There's a Sour Patch Kid that's jumping off of it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, hell yeah.
It's a
wearing a hoodie and sunglasses.
Also has a V8 in hand, like it has a V8 drink, like.
Yeah,
and it's all slightly like off copyright.
Yeah. You have to do it off brand. Yeah, so
it's not AI art, but it's like it's not a V8, it's a V9.
Yeah,
because it's that one better, and it's like, well, that's the encoder setting we use for our videos, so that seems really cool.
Yeah.
Love it. And that is absolutely what appears on all of their band merch, unless chat says otherwise with at least a $10 donation to the Tiltify for the Trans Empowerment Project. The nameless ghouls that you've been summoning over and over and over again start collecting up the crystal and like putting it back into different slots, because it's like, that was a sick light show. We could totally, this is like free gear that nobody wants.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah, like light show at home. We've got the manpower. Let's do this. And the crystal around the princess shatters. And she says, "Oh, you've saved me. I didn't realize." And she looks at Mark Stevenson. She's like, don't get me wrong, honey. You're gorgeous and all, but it's completely steps up to April, November, and it's like, I only go for the and she puts down another pair of sunglasses on her sunglasses, and suddenly Mark Stevenson's not wearing any because they're his.
Shit. Oh shit.
And she like pulled him out of her like busty medieval dress, and she's like, I only go for the hottest ones around.
I give her the same wink and thumbs up I've been giving this whole time, but it's like way better now that I am, you know what I mean? Like there's like an extra level to it now. It's like extra charming.
I feel like in true fashion, Baxter's got like a massive amount of pyrotechnics rigged up. And there's just this like pump box that hits in the background, and there's an explosion with all of you guys like Team Rocket blasting off again with body parts of nameless ghouls like flying through the air.
Yeah, let's go.
Minus Tyrone, Jamal,
they're
and the fourth one.
They're all like, they've got gaffer tape and they're all holding that crystal together for later. As you sail through the air, and like it's again like a Jerry Bruckheimer film, and it's the Who just going, yeah, coming through the air. And I want to say that April, you were being held in the arms of the princess at this point, like arms above the shoulders, hugging. And we cut to some time later, and you journey gladly back to the kingdom, the castle.
Yes.
The land's now green with the life of spring. He stands up, so gross and old, from his throne, and he's like, "You've brought my daughter back to me. Quick! Does anybody have... No! Holy shit, none of you have erectile dysfunction. Court wizard, you owe me $5. And the court wizard's like, shit. And they stand, and everybody's like, 3 cheers for and everybody's like, they're doing their best to try and harmonize it, but it's not working whatsoever.
You gotta do it like a pirate.
Like a
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's and they're like, oh, like the ghouls. I get it. It's like the ghouls. It's like a zombie thing. Yeah.
Yeah. And Baxter goes up to everyone and starts like choir conducting. Like,
I love it. I love it. It's like, no, when you sing my song, you need to sing it like this. Oh, damn it. And all of a sudden Grandma's there. And Clifford, the big red ginger, is there as well. And they are slightly smoking, but they look like they've got like thumbs up and bandages. And they've been healed by all of the free healthcare. And they're like, hooray for the band and hooray for the princess being brought back safe and sound. And she's like, you know, like I could have escaped anytime I wanted to, but you know, it was pretty cool. I had a rainbow crystal. It's a good time.
Yeah, but now we're gonna have a sick party here in the castle. Let's go.
Fuck yeah, we are.
Hell yeah.
And all of a sudden there's party hats, and there's streamers, and there's like those like noisemakers, and there's cake and solo cups, and there are both alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. And also like scrumptious sandwiches and thermoses full of soup from Grandma. And like everybody's having a good time. Grandma baked a bunch of treats and is just 100% in your corner and ready to roll. Like she is ready to rock him, sock him out at this party. She is making all of the fuck me eyes at that gross old king. And, you know, Grandma can get it. She can, it's been a couple of years since Pappy passed on. Like Grandma can get what she needs. And I'm not going to yuck anybody's yum. And April, you tell me, is there boinking going on?
Yeah. I think so, probably.
100%.
Yeah, we doing it.
All right. From behind the veil, there is absolutely tasteful boinking going on, and echoing through the lands and across the fields. There, because they were too busy to attend at this 1 hour, you hear ding 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 ding, splishy splashy, echoing through the lands as your boy Dave is getting it yet again. And there's a faint glint as the moon like crests behind a mountain, and it reflects off the sunglasses that everybody appears to be wearing all at the same time, because y'all cool as fuck. And all of a sudden, behind you, the portal back home opens. And you've had time to rock the fuck on. You broke a crystal cage, and you had your battles to fight. And maybe Baxter killed a guy real quick to maintain his rep along the road. But before you take that step to wherever that mystic space portal is going to lead you next, we're going to revisit that another day. And maybe we'll come back and play some more Ninja Sex Party Lasers and Feelings at another date and see what y'all do. And maybe Miss Pixie Riot can join us for the next one. They were really, really excited to be a unicorn wizard. But the curtain falls and fades to black with a sick, blistering guitar solo at the end. And then everybody jumps in the air and gives a big thumbs up, and it's like, rock fuck!
Pyrotechnics.
And then I feel like Mark Stevenson's at the back, and it's like, I don't know why we said fuck. Rock fuck! Sorry. Yeah. Somewhere off in the distance, there's some giggling and laughing in a broken ass cave full of glass. And you see the Markiplier with a giant gaping hole in his chest slowly knitting back together, because you can't, once it's on the internet, it lives forever.
It's true.
It happens. And there's like I'll get you next time. And the curtain fades to black, and we're done. And the credits roll. So thank you, beloved cast and crew, for helping out tonight and helping us raise money for the Trans Empowerment Project. We're going to be running a couple more games throughout the month of June. There's also a boatload of our friends that are going to be running fundraisers that I'll be linking to and sharing on our Twitch channel and through our Discord channels and everything else. If you're here from Distracted Elf's Discord, I'm absolutely going to put a fuckload of clips and spam the shit out of that, because this is fucking fun. You've managed to successfully light my mouth ablaze. My lips hurt because I took too much of that in my mouth all at the same time.
You did good.
That's a caption. That's a clip in and of itself. I did good. I was the goodest boy taking it in my mouth. We have managed to hit $1,726 tonight. For the Trans Empowerment Project. We're aiming for a goal of $2,000 this month. And if this is any indication, it seems like we might get pretty close.
You might get there, yeah.
Hitting $1,700, we unlocked our Thirsty Sword Lesbians special beach wedding episode in space, where it's going to be a third-part series of Thirsty Sword Lesbians. And Elf, I'll talk to you about that for later.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. We can totally roll you into something if it fits your schedule. Thank you everybody for stopping by and for supporting a cause that is truly worthwhile. If you're able to throw some stuff into the Tiltify links that have been no doubt spamming the entirety of the night, or if they haven't, because my bot has been hating me the entire time, you can.
They're there. It's fine. They're there.
I haven't been looking at chat a whole lot. Also, I can't see it terribly well with sunglasses on. Even if you can't donate and it's not going to be a hardship, please share it with your family, your friends. Let's see what we can do to help some folks out that really need it. And if you're interested in more in what we do, we're going to have the CEO of the Trans Empowerment Project on our podcast tomorrow night for a Roll for Beer. That'll be at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time that we're going live. We'll be rolling some dice and drinking whatever Alberta craft beers are put before us, and finding out a little bit more about what they do and what all of the money that you've helped to raise is going to be going towards. So yeah, if that's your vibe, tune in. Let's check it out, and thank you everybody for stopping by.
Yeah.
Let's go in reverse order this time. Blackwell, where can folks find you on the internet, and who you are and what you do and where people can find you?
Cool. Hey everyone, my name is Blackwell. I am your everyman. Your everyman is someone who's I'm just an average day person. Nothing special about me. I'm just showing folks that, hey, you could do this too. One day you can be on the stream performing live in front of a bunch of people. You can find me on Twitter and TikTok under the name Raising Dragon 95. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I hope y'all will stick around to see more shows. It's been a pleasure.
I touched my nose with my hands that got stuff on it.
Oh no!
And please give it up to our DM who.
Thank you. Thank you.
Applause.
Get some sunglasses in the chat for that.
That was painful.
I specifically put on the bottle. You probably shouldn't be. This probably shouldn't be consumed by anyone. But I'm not your real dad. Just don't get it in your eyes or let it touch your bits. I should add an addendum to be like, don't let it touch you.
You and Neon taking those things, just brave souls.
Tank it like a champ. This is why I play tanks.
Go again, Ramshackle.
Yeah. Oh, if it comes, then I'll do it. But workout gamer Mark Stevenson, F. Where can folks find you, and what do you do, and how do you get there?
My name's Efren. You can find me on TikTok at The Workout Gamer. I talk a lot about, TTRPGs, whether it's sharing my own stories, trying to think of stuff like old school and new school, what's kind of going on, talking about video games, talking about nerd culture and all that stuff. And for some reason, the views are low. I throw up a martial arts video. And remember, Mark Stevenson believes in all of you. All of you have your own very pair of sunglasses, all in here.
Love it. That's the sweetest shit I've ever heard. That's clippable and a half. That's going on TikTok.
Hell yeah.
And Elf.
Hello, I'm Distracted Elf. You can find me at twitch.tv/DistractedElf, where I've been currently running a subathon for, well, tomorrow will be day 19. I did not expect it to be a thing that ran into today, but it's been wildly crazy. I'm doing 12-hour days every day until it ends, which is influenced by a counter and contributions. So
Love it.
There you go.
Beautiful.
And also same place, Twitter, all that stuff. Distracted Elf. You can find me wherever.
I love it. I'm just gonna take a quick look at our stream calendar here for the Trans Empowerment Project, because we've got a bunch of different channels that are doing some fundraising right now. So bear with me half a sec. I'm gonna try and find somebody to raid out to.
Yeah.
And because we're on Twitch, we're doing the thing. It's a good time.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's the rule.
Let's see. We've got. I want to raid out to somebody who's got a reasonably low view count. So I'm not gonna. We got Tabletop Titties, and we've got Strixhaven. Where would you guys like to raid out to?
I mean, they're both good.
Oh, there's also Casters and Castles, who's also helping us fundraise. Actually, I mean, I like Tabletop Titties. There. All right, we're gonna raid Castles and Casters, or Casters and Castles. They're playing some D&D right now, in a long time game, and I participate with some like play-by-post stuff with them as well. They're longtime friends of the channel, and they help us fundraise in a bunch of different endeavors. For the folks sitting at home, as the raid counter counts down, once we're going to be fundraising for the entire month of June for the Trans Empowerment Project, and then I'm going to be putting the majority of my efforts into our yearly Roll for Wishes campaign come October. So if you stream and would also like to help raise money for charity, we're going to be raising money for Make-A-Wish International in a bunch of themed games just like this. We have some good backing that's going to be really helpful on making sure that we all put together a good show, and it's all made possible by viewers like you, just like Mr. Rogers and PBS and all the rest. We're gonna raid Casters and Castles. Thank you, folks, for sticking around and playing some games with me. This was fucking tight. I'm down. I love how F's just been like giving the buddy Jesus the whole time. The raid has been created. We are raiding out in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night, everybody.
See ya.
And beautiful. We like it.